thousands of deer have died.
It's nothing like, it's a bit died.
Yeah.
Anthrax?
Anthrax, man.
Where does it come up from?
It's a bacteria.
Yeah, but like from what? What is it? What's anthrax occur from?
You get infected by the bacteria, and the disease is called anthrax.
Where do you find a disease? Where can the disease be found? Like that's what I'm saying.
It's everywhere, man. It's in the dirt.
In the dirt?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like it's bacteria. You find it where you find bacteria.
Yeah, but is it more are you more susceptible to it? As in, like, could you what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I'm trying to figure out a way to explain it. Like, yeah, it's a bacteria, but could you just go outside and find anthrax in your backyard?
Yeah.
Like that common?
Well,
but that's what I'm saying. Does it need specific?
I looked at it. It's like 2 people per year die from it in the States.
Anthrax poisoning based on natural occurrence of anthrax.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Yeah. Neither did I until I looked into this whole thing in Russia. It's a few weeks old now, but
Dude, did you know that anthrax is a natural occurring bacteria?
I did not know that.
Anthrax is the result of the bacteria. I can't remember the bacteria's name, but yeah. So you could go outside one day and catch anthrax.
It's actually a bacteria. I had no idea.
That's why they say it's like such a good chemical or biological weapon, because you can just sprinkle this bacteria around and it will just be there forever.
It doesn't.
Yeah, well, they reckon this reindeer that caused this outbreak in Russia was frozen for since the last anthrax outbreak, 20 years ago. So this anthrax has been frozen for 20 years or something, and then abnormally high temperatures, it melts down, and
there we go.
Anthrax. 20,000 reindeer die.
Jesus
and
Christ.
A bunch of people end up in hospital.
Dude,
and
I had no idea, man. Anthrax was a bacteria. I thought it was just like a chemically, like a created thing in a lab.
Yeah,
that's what I thought as well.
They definitely ramped it up a little bit. Genetic engineering and whatnot, or selective breeding made it more aggressive. But yeah, they're saying that 2 people a year die in the States from anthrax.
I had no idea, man.
Yeah.
Do you remember when
as well disappear?
I'd be immune though. So I've got that mad immune system.
Like your exposure to all types of chemicals.
Dude, my immune system is just like fucking
really
warriors.
Yeah.
Warriors. And just picture like Tongan fucking tribes just got pictures of Johnny up in their walls. He just goes in inspects the shit every now and then, keep it going. Nah, man.
So what were we talking about before I went to take a piss? Rabies.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucked. Now I know why it's such a serious thing. Once you get it,
there's no going back.
So next time you get the rabies vaccine.
Dude.
So next time my jaw locks, that's it.
Dude, once you get locked jaw, once you get the first symptoms, man, you've got 2 to 10 days tops.
Yeah.
You're dead. You are dead.
I reckon I'd survive it.
But that's what irritates me, man, because I've been travelling a bit, yeah? And my main logical thing was don't drink the fucking water from the dam, because you don't know what the fuck's going on. Don't spoon the animals, in the streets, No, because dude, have you ever gotten pink eye before? What's the scientific word?
Conjunctivitis.
Conjunctivitis. Yeah, that's it. Genius. Yeah, have you ever gotten it?
Dude, I'm.
Facts man pulls it out of there.
That's probably the first fact that he's actually dropped in 3 months.
I'm an undercover genius, FYI.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's a first.
I had conjunctivitis when I was little.
Yeah, I had it as well. Do you remember how you got it?
I don't remember how I got it.
I remember how I got it, man. I was up in Mildura at my uncle's farm, and they had a big Roddy. They had 2 Roddies. They had a Great Dane. They had a bunch of dogs, a blue heeler. Random cat floating around as well, whatever, It was a farm. Then all day, we're playing, out in the vineyards, playing with the dogs and all that sort of shit.
Washing grapes with your feet, blah, blah, blah. Yep.
Actually, dude, we do that in Clayton, man, at my mate's house. The Italians.
I've always wanted to do that, squash the grapes with my feet.
My brother-in-law makes his own wine. You should deal with him. They don't generally do that much anymore, man. They've got machines that just crush the shit.
That's the proper traditional way. If you want proper wine, you got to squash it with your feet, dude. Everyone knows that.
Is that like the box wine that you're bringing in was crushed by human feet? Oh, well. Yeah, give me 3 boxes of that.
Oh, that's the good shit. All right.
Yeah. No.
You got a processing mill somewhere in Malaysia.
No. What I was saying was, Yeah, and I remember my parents, like, were adamant, like, if you're going to play with the dogs, wash your hands before you come back in, you know, and eat your food, or wash your hands before you touch your face and rub your eyes. Like, standard shit. Mm-hmm. And apparently, like, we'd gone there for the weekend, or we were there for, like, a week or something, and when I got back to Melbourne, I think the last night when I woke up, I started having, like, the symptoms. I think I got it while I was there.
Weak.
I was probably, like, 6, man.
Weak.
I just remember waking up in my old room, and my bed was up against, like, a corner of a wall. And I remember waking up, and I thought I was blind because I couldn't open my eyes.
Just stuck together.
Yeah, and I was freaking out, and I'd just bang on the wall because the adjacent wall, like, would...
Mum, help!
I'd be just like...
My eyes are stuck!
Yeah, and then she'd come in and she'd have, like, a solution or a chamomile, like, solution, and wash it all
Chamomile
off.
solution, that's what I got when I was little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. Like, my mum... It was actual chamomile.
The cotton buds with the chamomile?
Yeah,
and
it was cotton wool, just with chamomile, and just compress it on your eyes, and then eventually you'll just wash it away, and that's how you got rid of it.
Yep.
But that's how I got conjunctivitis, because of, like, playing with dogs and rubbing my eyes. Fucking infuriates me when you're on the street, and I was like, oh, look, a little kitty cat. I'm like, dude, you know where the fucking cat is from, man. Could be anyone's cat. Thing could have anything. You know what I mean? I'm not saying... You know, live in a sheltered fucking life with a bubble and a fucking, you know, like a hazmat suit just to go get the milk. You know, like, I'm not funny like that.
Just don't touch stray cats.
Exercise some fucking logic, man. Like, don't fucking... No, pat the fucking thing, but don't kiss the stray mutt.
Stray cat.
Let's not tongue the cat.
Just, they're the cleanest animals in the world. It's been rolling in shit for the last 3 days. How clean could it possibly be, man? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, your cat that sits at home and does nothing but lick its arsehole. Yeah, that cat's clean. Yeah, that cat's clean. You know, but not this one.
Yeah.
Can't tell what colour its fucking fur is. Like, fuck, that irritates me, man. Naive people, man.
Because some people are just like crazy cat people. They must be infected with that cat.
There's a cat
fucking
lady
disease.
Toxoplasma.
Toxoplasma.
Dude.
They have to.
Did you have a cat lady growing up? In the hood?
Yes, I did. yes, I did. She was my next door neighbour.
Really?
Yeah.
How many cats are we talking?
Like a bunch. I didn't count them, but a bunch.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
And she had her kitchen had carpet in it.
What?
I went over to her house once. Her kitchen was carpeted. How weird's that?
What were you doing at her house?
No, getting some cookies or something.
I was just saying, had these biscuits. Like, you were there to get fed. For sure, man.
What's her name?
Where was this? The gully? or
In Gully.
Yeah?
A next door neighbour.
Will she still be there?
No, she'd be dead by now.
You're
Eaten
just
by
saying-
the cats.
What's her name? I can't believe I've got her name.
You're so dark. That's the darkest thing that's ever been said on this podcast, man. It's eaten by a cat.
Cats are assholes, and they will eat you the second you stop moving.
I've never understood cat people over
I'm going to buy him a cat t-shirt, man. Like a kitten. Like just a kitten on a Bonds top.
Hang in there, baby.
We need that on the wall in here, man.
No, I've never understood cat people over dog people. Like, cats just aren't as cool as dogs. Deal with it.
I just don't see the purpose that they serve. Like
They're stuck-up pigs.
that's the thing. Cats are cunts. Like outright.
Like, when you come home, a dog will go fucking nuts over you. Oh my god, I haven't seen you all day, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Cat, nah.
You have to hunt it out,
Yeah.
and then eventually bribe it.
Where are you? Come and give me love.
You shake the food, doesn't come
then-
out. You pour it in the bowl, and then you wait around for 10 minutes, nothing. You go away to your shitty life.
If that still doesn't work, bring the cotton ball. Bring
and
the
then
cotton ball out.
you disappear into the den.
But the moment you try and do something productive, it'll come over and sit on your keyboard or something.
Stupid
now,
cats.
like now, it's over. Shreds you to death.
Fuck cats.
No, they're fucked, man. Then they find a dead bird or something, drop it on your doorstep. Like, here you go, buddy, enjoy.
You know what? You know why that is, right?
That's their sign of appreciation, isn't it?
No, because the cat's worried you're going to die because you don't know how to hunt. That's why they do it, man. It's like,
off,
Is that what
man.
it is?
yeah, this poor incompetent human. I have to feed it.
I can't count on my own to give me food.
Boring.
Here, look what I found.
Human.
Look what I found, human. You need to do this.
This poor incompetent human. Oh fuck!
Cats.
Nah, it's just I don't know, man. Sorry, I can't get over that. I'm just picturing. Did your missus have a cat, man, when you met her?
No.
Yes.
I don't think she's ever had a cat.
You ever gonna get one?
Probably not.
Hey, you've said
eventually, like, I don't know, 10 years down the track or something. She wants a dog.
10 years down the track.
Boy, he'll have a cat
When
within
he's
a year.
built a bungalow out the back, he doesn't have to deal with anything anymore. It's like, yeah, get whatever
Within
you
the
want.
year.
Get whatever you want. I don't know, man. You've buckled in a few things over the last year or two, man.
Buckled?
Yeah. With your missus.
Nah.
No? Really? Okay. What were the pets that you told me about that you had out in the fucking farm lodge, man?
The rabbits?
The rabbits.
Oh, I still got a rabbit.
Did you ask the rabbit?
Rabbits are fun.
But she had the rabbit before we moved in together.
Yeah,
one
no.
of them. This rabbit, that was the one we've still got.
You're not the other one.
Yeah.
What happened to the
two.
other one? What'd you do?
I went back to its
After it
owner.
snapped its neck.
Owner?
Yeah.
What? Father Time?
Went to the farm.
You went away. The rabbit went away.
You know what we used to have? Pet goats.
We had...
Yeah, I had pet goats.
You know the house that you came to, my house in Ferntree Alley, where I had the bungalow?
Yeah.
We had 2 pet goats there.
What happened to them?
We ended up sending them back to the farm in Gisborne. Because the male one became, like, extremely sexually frustrated and started, like, just going crazy, like, fighting everyone and, like...
Just
There was a neuter?
And then we had a little female one, Jenny, a little baby female lamb. My mum ran over it in a car.
Oh, no.
How fucking disturbing is that? She had my little brother and my little sister in the back seat.
Oh.
Kaplunk.
She backed over the lamb. The lamb was screaming. Little brother and sister in the back seat crying. My mum just standing there looking at the lamb like, oh my God, screaming under the tyre. Our most loved little lamb got crushed. And my brother and sister saw it when they were little babies.
You know that episode of The Simpsons where Lisa becomes a vegetarian? She's looking at it like, why would you do this to me?
I thought you loved me. Love me.
But dude, Billy was the boy's name. And when he was
Everyone had a goat named Billy, man.
we had a goat named Billy. And when he came into sexual maturity, he was just wanted to just take everyone out. Like, my mum couldn't even take the bins out without him charging her and pinning her up against the bin. I literally had to go out and get him in a headlock and hold him back while my mum put the bins out. Otherwise, he'd charge my mum and like...
No shit.
Yeah, because he was just like that sexually
Was he neutered?
amped. Nah.
No, that's your problem.
That's why you had to go back to the farm in Gisborne.
We had a male goat that was neutered, and one time he knocked out my mum. Like, he was mostly pretty good, but he was a full-size goat. And he would stand up on his back legs, so he was, I don't know, 8 foot tall. And just stick his head down and just fucking...
Dude, you just reminded me, every time there was a full moon, our goat would climb on the car roof and like stand up on 2 feet, like jump at the moon.
Did you ever do anything to discipline this goat?
Just wrestle it to the ground and like hold it.
Oh, they're not that smart, man. You gotta neuter them.
They're crazy though, man. Goats are fucking crazy.
See,
like
that's the thing.
We had a ram.
Okay, well, hang on, let me cut you off. How long did you have this goat and how long did you have this ram?
Oh, years. Years and years.
Okay, please stop. How about you?
we had Billy for maybe like a year and Jenny for about a year as well.
Okay, Jenny got killed and Billy went back to the farm, yeah?
Jenny got squashed, Billy went back to the farm.
Every Greek on the planet has had a pet goat at some time, but I guarantee you it wasn't their first fucking goat, wasn't their last, and these goats never hung around for more than 2 months. Tops. I'll tell you what.
Going on the table for dinner
I'm
time.
telling you, that's what you both fucked up.
I've never eaten goat.
No, we ate our
Really?
goat
I've
and
never
sheep
eaten goat.
and cow.
I've been wanting to try goat for a long time.
You've never eaten goat.
I've never eaten goat.
I think as a Greek, that just seems really bizarre to me.
Is goat nice?
Look, man, like you go to my mum's village, like in Greece.
So let's compare it to a slab of beef. How does it compare?
Okay, I'll tell you where I've tasted goat because like I don't remember the last time I had it in Melbourne, like you know, from the butchers.
Oh, it's been that long.
In Greece, like you know, like the tat that I got on my chest, like that house, yeah.
Very sexy. Yes.
My cousin.
I like the way you
at
pulled
that
your shirt
property.
down just then. Yeah.
Dumb cunt. What is wrong with you, dude? The lights aren't even off yet. Like seriously, it's the middle of the day.
You've just got that big chest with the tattoo. It's hot. Anyway, yeah, go on.
Alright, that house, my cousin that lives there, that's a proper village, like proper village spec. Like, you know, not this. I hate it when people are like, oh yeah, my little town. You go there, and it's like 20,000 people. Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, dude, come and see some fucking villages. You know, population 30, maybe. You know, shit like that. My cousin has a herd of like, is it a herd of goats or what's it?
Call it a herd.
It's a herd is
Actually, a gabble is correct. No, geese.
We're just inventing words.
Nah, a gabble
Flock,
is a gabble
call
of
it a
geese.
Flock of sheep.
Yeah, flock of goats.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Wait,
There's
do
a
you
word.
want me to look it
A
up?
large group of goats.
Let me quickly.
School of gang.
Let me just really
A
quickly.
social club of
Posse.
goats. A Mason's lodge of goats.
So what I'm searching for is multiple goats.
Yeah. Because school of fish. They've all got words. Like
Yeah.
all of them.
Murder of crows.
Yeah. Was it? Oh no. What do you remember that?
It's called a buck.
A buck
Of goats? Really?
A buck of goats.
Do you know what that just reminds me of? What do you call a bunch of Essendon footballers?
Cockheads.
Nah, a
What?
herd.
Oh, I heard. As in the coach herd. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, a bunch of doping Essendon players.
All right, so we've got a buck of goats.
Yeah, a buck of goats. Like, they literally had, like, fucking buck of goats out in
Bunch
the
of them.
mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 50, 60, 100, I got no idea. And they sell them or whatever. But dinner at their house would be literally, come back about 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You get there like an hour early, and there's one hanging upside down in the front yard off a tree. Like, blood hanging out of its head.
Like Billy.
Shit like that, yeah. So that's where I tasted goat for the first time. Like, proper, like, mountain spec goat.
Drinking blood straight
The
from
meat
its
itself,
severed head.
man, like, it's hearty as fuck, right? Like, I mean, it's good meat, but it's very, very gamey. Like, not gamey the way pork is gamey. This is gamey as fuck. Like, do you eat rabbit?
Okay, two things I've ever eaten: goat and rabbit. I've never tried.
Dude, as kids, as WOG kids, we had that shit
Yeah.
fucking shoved down our throats.
I had a
man.
couple of mates in high school that they always ate rabbit, and I was always creeped out by it.
Really?
I've never tried it.
What about croc and, like, all that sort of shit? Why not? Kangaroo?
I've had kangaroo at Hilton Hotel.
What were you doing at the Hilton cleaning?
No,
You just fished it out of someone's bin?
It wasn't actually out the
Come on,
Hilton.
man. Come on. Don't be like that. My dad took me to the Hilton. We had a nice night.
Yeah.
But that's when I had kangaroo.
You just see him as a busboy picking the fucking trolley
no,
outside
no,
of James Packer's room.
They reckon we should all be eating kangaroo because
It's the
kangaroos don't
leanest.
produce
Dude,
methane.
why not? There's like
So it's really-
overpopulation of them. It's like super high in protein.
And they're really good for the environment. Like heaps better than cows.
Oh, ruse?
Yeah, because they don't fart.
Oh, yeah. I remember, who was it that said that? Was it you?
Well, could have been.
I think it might have been you or you. It was one of you guys. Farting cows. It was up on one of the other podcasts. I remember it's ringing a
Yeah.
bell for some stupid reason. That's the shit that rings a bell. None of the
Yeah.
other important shit that we talk about.
So kangaroos don't.
Emit,
Produce methane.
Yeah, methane.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's eat kangaroo.
Man, or kangaroo
It's,
meat.
it's nice meat.
You can buy it from Safeway, man. Like,
You can, yeah.
Go to Coles and you can buy kangaroo meat. It's not a big deal anymore. Like, dude, you want to talk about personal trainers? All the personal trainers I know, they all love kangaroo meat. Takes a bit to, like, figure out how to cook it properly, because it's not just like a steak, just throw it on the skillet and just add salt. It's got a bit of a taste, gamey taste, but it's, man, high in protein, like lean, like no fat. It's brilliant. Dude, I can't believe you're not on that. I thought you would have been on it before any one of us.
What were you talking about? Goat?
No, I said croc,
Rabbits.
rabbits, like
yeah.
all that shit, man. Like, I mean, I've gone rabbit hunting, man. Like, as kids, man, Greek staples.
Is rabbit
man.
nice? Like, do you like rabbit?
Again, like, I'm not sickened to eat it, but the texture of the meat and the gamey taste.
It just it hasn't been bred over years and years to be good meat.
So
Like
you wouldn't
cows
choose
and
rabbit
pig.
or goat over beef?
nah.
No?
Okay. Unless they were making goat in a specific way that was, like, appealing to me at that point. Like, oh, you know what? I could go for that soup or some shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the other problem, man. Like, I mean, do you guys eat liver?
No, I've never had liver, tongue, brain, anything like that. I keep away from that shit, dude.
You would have been like anemic, man, if you grew up in my house, man. These are all like staples. Staples.
Liver.
Breakfast.
So what animal are we talking about?
Dude, if
Liver.
Nick was here, he'd be shaking his head like with a smoke. This cunt's fucked. Like,
Fuck you,
seriously,
stats, man.
you have no idea how lucky you are, man. Like I'd come home from school and there'd be a goat head like in the pot. Like, I'd lift the pot lid off the stove, like, what's in there? And it'd just be a goat head staring back at me. Like,
Oh
for
my
fuck's sake.
god, that's terrifying.
And not because my mum was forcing me to eat goat head, but because she was using it to make stock or like a soup or some shit. But
Yeah.
dude, we survive, man. We make do with whatever the fuck we have. Yeah. But I was saying,
Apparently, you only eat about 70% of an animal after you kill it.
well, yeah. I mean, you remove teeth, hoofs,
Bones.
like tails and shit.
Yeah.
But there's like a lot of restaurants that do like head to toe eating.
Yeah.
Where they eat the whole animal.
There's
Yeah.
always a niche, man. Like a lot of shit. I mean,
Difficult. You can do it with pigs, I think. You
Yeah,
can
but
eat
it's
the
like
whole
pheasant. Do you eat pheasant? Or quail? Do you eat quail?
Pig. Do you?
Me? I can't afford quail, mate.
Only the ones I like catch on my porch.
It's just a rat.
Cooking up a seagull.
Just fuck away from me, man. This is my dinner.
Can you eat possum?
I'm at the beach with
You can
traps.
eat anything, man.
Can you eat possum?
The hillbillies.
Surely, yeah.
Hillbillies eat possum.
Cletus from The Simpsons probably does it.
Yeah.
Dude, when I lived in Treasure Gully, with the amount of possums...
Yeah,
oh my
there are
God.
people that eat possums, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially, you can eat anything, man, as long as you figure out a way to cook it. Like, you know...
Because I know some animals you have to cook them longer because they have like trigonosis and shit like that. Like
Again with the big words.
What's trigonosis?
meat expert over here. I know bears have trigonosis.
What is it?
Just like a bacteria that if you don't cook it at a high enough temperature,
Yeah.
then you can get that.
Yeah, kind of like whatever that worm is you get from cows.
Yeah.
Tapeworm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, generally the rule of thumb is you should be cooking meat until
Yeah.
it's at least fucking medium rare,
How did
man.
both of you guys like your meat cooked? If you would not go to a restaurant and order a
If I was
steak,
going to a steakhouse or something,
if you go to a steakhouse, how would you order your steak to come out?
first I would ask, if I picked a specific steak, right, like on the menu, I would ask them how I should be eating it, because sometimes they say to you, oh, we only cook this raw, we only cook this blue.
Right,
Like,
personal preference.
personally, medium raw. Medium rare.
Medium rare.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Arthur?
same. Just a little bit,
Okay.
little bit red.
All right.
Not fucking pink.
Not bleeding.
Not fucking,
Yeah.
you touch it and it's meh. Like, I'm talking like...
Runs away.
Medium rare.
Diving across the table. Get back here. I got it. It's a man who ordered his steak blue.
So you're both medium rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't mind a little bit of blood coming out.
Nah, it's good.
Oh, not so much blood, but a little bit pink on the inside.
All right.
Yeah, I don't want the plate fucking swimming in it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, why? Yeah, well
Oh
done.
no, I was just curious because like
Preference.
it's such a everyone has a different preference.
What do you have?
I go medium to well done. So I can go medium, a little bit pink.
You haven't
but-
lived, man.
No.
You don't
Dimmy.
know. You don't know.
Dimmy, don't.
I'm talking to a man who's never eaten goat,
No,
hasn't eaten
no,
kangaroo,
no.
and now has well done meat.
I love my meat. I used to always be.
You know, I'm going to make a soundbite out of that. Stuart.
I used to always be a well
Johnny
done.
loves his meat.
I always
I
used to
reckon
be
you got a few sentences from this podcast.
well done. Well done was my preference,
Yeah.
but as I've got older, it's moved to medium to well.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
Blood coming out of it? Nah.
It's
No.
dude. You're not meant to eat meat. Do you know how many, like, when you eat meat that's burnt, you know how bad it is for you, man?
Like carcinogenics.
Yeah, it's fucking. Not only is it terrible for you,
I'm not saying burn though. I'm just saying like not pink.
dude.
brown
Not only
or-
has everything. Not only is it now bad for you, everything that was good out of it is gone because you've basically just sterilized this fucking thing. You've made it tough as fuck. The texture of
agree
it,
with that.
the texture of it is not enjoyable. It's like eating a fucking just sawdust.
That chewiness is good.
There is
It's
no
like
chewiness,
that
man.
chewy, and you add lemon and salt
Chewy-
to it. It's like chewy,
No, but
lemony.
that's what I'm saying. Lemon and salt. At that point, you're using it to rejuvenate the fucking thing because it's been baked, right? What you need to do is have a bit of rareness in it, and then the salt and the lemon will automatically just intensify everything, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I'm
I'm
telling
afraid
you.
you're wrong on this.
Okay, you know what the
topic,
difference
Timmy.
is? All right, picture this, man.
Arthur just picked up my cigarettes. Why did you pick up my cigarettes?
Picture a nubile young woman at the beach, or picture some old crow, fucking burnt out leather neck,
Nah,
completely burnt into the ground.
No, that's different.
No, it's not.
That's just aged meat. This isn't cooked.
Nah, when it's cooked, man. Like, that's the bottom line. I'm serious, I'm not even joking.
If your meat has a little bit of pink blood running out of it, fuck you.
You don't know, dude. Dude, my dad is a butcher. Like, it's what he used to say to me. He's like, you need to have, like, certain steaks, certain cuts need to be medium rare. Dude, blue. Do you know how much you pay for a blue steak? Do you know how blue's cooked?
So I've watched it on MasterChef before. They literally just sear each side and then just
Yeah,
cut
I'm
it.
gonna get it.
And it's
up.
like just
Hang
a
on.
pink, fleshy. Nah, fuck
No,
you.
hang on.
Whoever eats fucking that shit, fuck you.
Hang on.
You need to die.
Blue steak, blue streak.
Blue. Just that
Blue.
word, blue.
Yeah.
Like you're eating it where it's like that rare, it's blue. Nah, fuck you.
Hang on, man.
Dimmy, there's nothing you can say that would change my mind. Fuck
I'm
you.
not. I don't eat fucking blue steak. Beef steak can be cooked to a level of very rare blue. a cold raw center, rare, medium, medium, well done, or well done. Pittsburgh rare is charred on the outside and rare on the inside.
Fuck you, Pittsburgh.
Have you guys ever had pickled meat? Where they use the acid in pickle to cook
Would
the meat for you?
Silverside can be...
Yeah, I was just going to say Silverside's the first thing that comes to mind.
Because I love Silverside.
How can you love Silverside but not like... Do you know what Silverside...
Dimmy! I cook Silverside in a pot for 8 fucking hours, dude. That shit's cooked. It's not bleeding. Don't start. Don't start with me. Silverside has been cooked in a pot for 8 hours boiling. That shit's not rare.
You really, really, like, you strain the mind, man.
Alright, Timmy, let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's go.
You're an anomaly. You're an anomaly, and just... Don't look at... Why are you looking at me like that? I'm looking up some facts here, man. Relax.
You guys know how I was talking about Tesla the other day?
Yeah.
I told you it was the world's fastest accelerating sedan.
Yeah.
They've updated it, and now it's the world's fastest accelerating production car.
Flat, like...
Flat out. So 0 to 100k an hour in 2.5 seconds.
Okay, because I know the Nissan Skyline GTR was like 3 point something?
Yeah.
Like 3.2 or something?
Two-door. It's a sedan. This is a 5-seater family car.
Just strap the kid in the back.
2.5 seconds.
So what's the engine?
It's got 2 motors. So I think it puts out like 700 horsepower or something.
And is there petrol at all
No.
involved?
No.
Just full electric?
Yeah. The motor's like the size of a big watermelon. So it's got one in the back and one in the front.
I used to be like big into like remote control cars.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like big into remote control cars.
Yeah.
And the electric
ones
ones.
with the petrol?
Yeah, dude. I
They were
had
the best.
I had a VU Maloo Ute petrol.
Maloo?
A Maloo. A Maloo Ute. It was
sick.
fucking so cool.
That's cool.
But electric cars were always faster. We had
Yeah.
like a demonstration in my high school once, and the electric cars are always faster.
Yeah. Oh, the electric motor is better. But
Why?
I can't wait
Why
till
is that exactly though? Like, I mean, why are electric motors? Like, why would the electric car always be better than the petrol one?
because it's just like instantaneous.
because
Like,
think about how big your engine is, yeah?
Yeah,
Now think about how big an electric motor is.
yeah. Just
Yeah.
the reaction time.
Yeah,
reaction
and there's-
time.
Yeah, no lag, less moving parts, less drag.
and
that
like,
makes sense.
With petrol engines, there's so much grease and mess. Electric engines don't
And
have that
gears.
shit.
Yeah.
It's like I bought an
It's
electric
where-
mower the other day, and
Yeah.
the electric mower is the best mower I've ever had because there is no grease, no mess. You just
Yeah.
plug it in, go.
I think they say the electric motors in the Tesla are like well over 95% efficient.
Yep.
Because the motor goes into a gear, there's one gear, and then it moves to the wheel.
Yeah.
So there's like 2 moving parts
Yeah,
between the
yeah.
motor and the wheel.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, think
totally.
about there's more moving parts in your differential than there
Yeah,
are
fuck,
in
yeah,
the entire
right.
Tesla.
That's what spins
drivetrain.
me out, like why
Yeah.
we still have petrol-powered cars, like
Yeah.
when electricity is so much more efficient, so much faster, and
Yeah.
Man, I struggle like with all these conspiracy theories I've been reading about as well. Like, and then I start thinking about missing people and how you could easily could be to go off the grid and all that sort of shit, and how like everything's changing. Yeah, like all that. I think about what it's going to look like in 10 years' time.
oh my god, dude.
Like you think about us, right? Like we're in 2016, so 2006. Can we remember anything from 2006?
no.
We didn't have smartphones in 2006.
I think I
As in,
know.
like,
we
we-
had
they weren't-
decent flip phones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we weren't. PDAs were starting to get used, but we didn't have touch. Like
PDAs.
Yeah, remember that?
I remember our conversation.
Yeah, we went on a fucking rant for like an hour.
Yeah, you were comparing PDAs to like today's
The first
smartphones.
iPhone, yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
you, Dimmy.
That was the truth.
Nah.
No, but seriously, yeah. Like I think about how far, like the last 10 years. Like you're talking about a Tesla that can fucking drag anything on the planet while there's 3 kids in the back. You know?
Yeah.
Like that's
Oh.
insane.
5, mate.
Yeah.
It's a 7-seat car. If you get that option.
Yeah. No shit. Right.
There's a 7-seat option,
Yeah, you can fit an extra 2 seats in the boot.
Like that.
and this is
that's
just a
fucked up.
sedan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's-
So I mean, the you can't fit full size kids. I think they're up to 35 kilograms.
Dude, I can't wait for electric cars to take over. Fuck petrol.
They
Yeah.
won't. Not in our lifetime.
No,
You don't think so in our lifetime? You don't think so?
There'll be a war over it.
Nah, like the infrastructure's there. Like cars are gonna. Tesla are gonna sell all the cars they can make. I mean, every electric car has sold out. There is
Really?
yeah. even the shit ones like the Mitsubishi My-EV and the Nissan Leaf, they all sold out. Most of them sold out before they were made.
No way.
Yeah. I mean, Tesla has never made a car that wasn't sold. And they make they outsell BMW 5 Series.
Shit.
Yeah.
So what are the options for charging your BMW? Is it just at home?
Yeah, we'd come up...
The Tesla.
Yeah, because last week we talked about it and you said there's no options for charging your BMW car.
You mean my Tesla?
No,
Tesla?
BMW, you said there's no options to charge it.
So you can buy one, but you don't have an option to charge it.
So the only option is at home, right?
Yeah. So most BMWs are hybrid, so they're plug-in chargers.
Yeah,
but you don't need to top it a power point. Yeah, but if BMW were to make an electric car, they would have to build the infrastructure for them to charge it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when do you reckon we're going to have charging points like docks everywhere, like all over the city?
Oh, we already do, man.
No, well, how many do we have in Melbourne?
Dude, I'm going to say within the next 10 years.
Yeah. I mean, you could
10
drive...
years.
You can't drive anywhere in Australia, but you could go... I think I looked at the map a few months ago. You can drive from, like, Adelaide to Melbourne to Sydney to Queensland, all the way up.
And you'll find sufficient...
Yeah.
Yeah? Because, like, you think about that, man, like the change that's going to be. Like, no servos. Servos...
Dude.
Who do you pay? What do you pay to recharge batteries?
So this new Tesla that goes from 0 to 100 in 2.5 seconds has a 100 kilowatt hour battery. So if you say, we'll make it easy, we'll say 30 cents per kilowatt.
30, is this...
30 kilowatt hour battery.
Yeah.
So 30 cents per kilowatt hour equals what? $3
Something like that.
to charge this car from empty to full. And that'll get you, I think, 600k.
How long does that take, though?
On your home port.
Yeah. You said it like in the last episode.
Yeah, it'll take a long time. I think you can comfortably get 2 kilowatts out of a... so it would take 50 hours. Yeah, so 50 hours out of a standard port, maybe a little bit less.
50 hours for how many hours of... How many... what did we say? How many...
600k.
600k, 50 hours.
But that being said, you upgrade your port for not much money. And, yeah.
Okay, but if you...
But if you were going to, say, plug it in for 10 hours, that would get you... 20 kilowatts.
Okay.
Which would get you a decent...
This is the thing that I'm thinking, though, right?
Decent distance.
Like, that's fine if you got a docking station at home or whatever, or, there's one next to your hotel, like when you're out on the road or some shit. Like, yeah, that's fine. But what happens if you're out on the road, like just in Melbourne, doing your groceries and you run out of power?
Well, we plug it in every night.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, what happens, like, you couldn't just go to a servo and plug in. You'd have to leave your car there for 5 hours.
Well, I think Tesla have a towing service, I think. Because it barely happens.
Really?
Yeah, you plug in every night and you've got a couple of 100 Ks. How often do you drive a couple of 100 Ks?
But man, do you know how often I'm like, I'm scraping into my driveway by the skin of my teeth.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I'm pushing the car left and right to try and get the last drops of fuel out. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, absent-mindedness.
Yeah, but how much is it? Yeah.
I mean, dude, I don't... One of the biggest reasons why I don't fill up when I should is because I've got no money, right? Past that reason, like a normal human being that has a normal, healthy bank account, right?
You're just lazy.
Yeah, or you forget.
Yeah.
Can't be fucked, I'll do it later. Soccer's about to start, wife's nagging me, whatever.
Yep.
No, I'm serious. Like, just get home, fucking get home. Like, the car's on empty. Get home.
Yep.
Shelley's, fucking killing her sister. All right, fine. You pull in, no fuel, then you think, fuck, I got to get to work tomorrow morning.
And then when you wake up in the morning, you remember, and you have to go to the petrol station, and you're late.
I know the superchargers can pump in much more than that. So if you would have a service ideally where you could just carry around a ute with a bunch of batteries in the back, plug in the car for 5 minutes, and they'll say that'll get you to the next supercharger.
Yeah,
because you'll get enough range if you had a big enough
that's
battery.
going to create a whole other industry.
Yeah,
it'll create an industry of like electric cars driving around, and then dudes driving around with batteries for these electric cars.
Or what about like power banks, like we have for our phones?
Not really worth it. I mean, you got 100 kilowatts in the back in the car itself.
Haven't you seen those ads that they sell on daytime TV? He starts a battery from flat.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy like 100 of them from now just to have them in supply. You've never seen it?
No.
It's basically the size of like a phone, isn't it? Like
Yeah. It's like a big power bank for your phone.
it's a power bank, but they say they boast that it'll start like an SUV's battery from flat. It'll give you a jump start.
Pretty cool.
You know, my daughter's never going to be out late, and I don't have to worry about her. Like, you're an idiot. Like,
The thing is, right, like, how often do you see videos on Facebook or whatever of some guy whose lithium battery explodes in his pocket or something? And they had those hoverboards,
yeah.
and they used to catch on fire because the lithium battery was shit. Like, are you going to buy this shitty lithium battery from somewhere in China and just leave it plugged into your car?
Pumping them out. They're just pumping them out by the fucking warehouse, 10 cents. Like, yeah, no worries. It's pretty... You know what's fucked? Like, you think about it, man. Like, your phone is a power supply, right? It's got chemicals and shit. It's like a grenade, man. It's like a little mini nuke sitting in your pocket at all times next to your balls. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's safe. There's no radiation. Nothing's ever going to happen. And one day
Especially me rocking the old iPhone 4.
Yeah.
Could just blow it any second.
like, that's what I'm saying. Like, how much shit we disregard as human beings. Like, shit, this is normal. Like,
But your car, like, runs on thousands of explosions
Yeah.
per second.
Exactly.
That's how your car propels itself forward.
Exactly. And I was thinking about that the other day, man. I was just cruising along somewhere, and I'm just like, I'm driving.
You
a
imagine
car.
the inside of an engine, just like
Yeah,
all these
combustion.
fucking just explosions, just chemical reactions.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And it's like, this is insane, man. You know what I mean?
I can't believe we're not like fully at electric already.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
But, like, that's when I think about progression. Like, you know, Fight Club, when he's talking about, like, the first monkeys being shot into space monkeys?
Yeah.
Like, they were... Yeah. You think about cars, right? At what... Like, do you reckon when they first made cars, when Henry Ford, like, towed out his old first fucking
T100.
Yeah, whatever it is, yeah.
T1.
Do you reckon cars were just running each other off the road? Like, no one had any fucking idea what was going on? Like...
Definitely.
Could you look up statistics for casualties in the first, like, year of production of, like...
I can't remember what state
Commercial
it
cars?
was, but it was one of the
you want me to look it
southern
up?
states in
That's right,
America
go for it.
I'm gonna look it up.
where they had 2 registered cars in the entire state,
When, is this in the
and they
States?
crashed
or?
into each other.
Where's it? Like, what countries is?
It was one of the southern states in America. I can't remember the name.
One guy from Alabama, man.
Yeah, but like 2 cars in the entire state, and they crashed into each other.
Yeah. Like, you don't have enough road? Like, what's the problem, bro? That's insane, but it's that
Yeah.
kind of stat. Like, how are we meant to coordinate with the rest of our lives? Like, I was thinking about that, and then I was thinking about the mediums. Like, I mentioned how, music, I mentioned this weeks ago, how music is delivered, like, via iTunes and shit, but music itself won't change. Like, styles will change, but
Yeah.
the actual
Yeah,
act
idea.
of music.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I just thought about how much more shit we're going to have to incorporate. Like, 10 years ago, we all started learning how to use iPhones, like smartphones. And now that's all, like, we're all just automatic with that shit now, man. Like, you just Google something and there's the answer. Man, I remember when Google got, like, invented. Do you remember when Google was invented? I remember it. And, like, I started using it, but what are you doing? I'm Googling. Like, just Google the fucking thing. And now it's just like, yeah, Google it.
Yeah, don't even think about it.
Yeah. I remember, like, my mum, like, 15 years ago was always, anti-banks online and shit. And now it's like, just can you buy me a ticket to some fucking concert?
Do it through Facebook.
Yeah. My mum, dude, I don't even have Facey.
I pay for stuff with my phone now, just on the near-field
you got
contactor.
that phone pay or whatever.
Yeah.
I was going to get that, but I thought it was too much to set up. I couldn't be bothered.
Oh, it was really easy. Did it with my app. So basically begged me to do it.
Begged you to do it.
Yeah.
Freemasons told him to do it.
Yeah.
This is the way of the future. Do it.
Well, you know how Google Glass was a big thing about a year ago.
Oh, those glasses.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a wankery, man.
Yeah, but do you know they're working on contacts?
Dude, it's the way of the future.
I don't...
Contacts to get energy, so they power themselves from the warmth of your eye,
That is so fucking, like...
and then they'll
Demolition Man speech.
Yeah, totally,
and then
dude.
they'll pump out a heads-up display.
Okay, hang on. How did the Google glasses work? Because
It was a pair of glasses, and they had a mini projector on the side, and it would project an image on top of on the inside of the glasses.
Okay, so it was like an overlay.
Yeah.
of what you could see. You could still see through it, but just
Yeah.
make out whatever.
It was just like someone shining a light on the inside of your glasses.
What would it? And that was to access what? Emails,
No, it was mostly just
Facebook.
yeah.
Are we that
like
obsessed with social
text
media? We're
messages
just
and
walking along. Oh, look! Someone took a shit. Yeah, that's fantastic.
yeah. I think you could put like GPS coordinates and stuff. So like if you were trying to find somewhere, you could search for it, and then it would just show you on the map.
It's just like, and then he gets hit by a bus as he's trying to cross the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just distractions. And that's the thing, man. Like, a lot of things like that, they're just distractions. Just distractions to everything. Like, what do you mean? Like, I saw a meme thing today. It's like, while the Olympics are going on, America just revealed that they lost $1 trillion in the budget or some shit.
No, it was $6 trillion was misplaced.
Yeah.
They didn't lose all that; it was just misplaced. So people just made up numbers. So like they would some people would get extra money and some people would lose money, and they'd just be like, meh, rub it out, write in some new numbers. So they ended up losing like, I think it was about it was billions. It wasn't trillions. They lost like a couple of $100 billion or $100 billion in war funds. But $6 trillion was misplaced. How do you misplace $6 trillion?
My bad.
Do you remember...
Sorry, guys.
But
they would just make up numbers. Whatever fit.
do you remember Dennis Leary's speech in Demolition Man?
Dennis Leary's speech. So he was one of the underground.
Yeah, the underground rat
bombs.
dwellers. Yeah. Do you remember him? Do you remember the speech?
Oh, dude, you're testing my memory. You are testing my memory banks
I'm remembering
right now.
like fragments of it. I don't know. Arthur, you ever see Demolition Man with Stallone? Yeah. Do you want to watch it? Watch his speech. Like it's insane.
Tell me.
Hang on.
I'm struggling to remember.
Yeah, I haven't seen this speech in like over. Hang on. The last time I saw this, I'll tell you, I know exactly when it was, man. It was 2011. A couple of days before Nick and I flew out for the States. Like, we did like a marathon. We watched
you both watched Demolition Man?
Arch was there. Like, there's all random.
Oh, man, I wish I was there.
Yeah, this is 2011, man.
Thanks for the invite, pig.
Oh, sorry. Like, 5 years later.
I hate you now.
We can watch it here.
No, fuck you. Too late.
Yeah, we watched Cyborg, Van Damme, and then we watched Demolition Man. Yeah? Check this speech out. You'll fucking love it. Actually, you know what? Great. Turn the light off, man. You'll be able to see it better.
Hey, Arthur, let's make it ambient.
Just there above you, man. That chord. Yeah.
Send me into ambience. Oh, I'm so
Check
ambient.
this out, yeah?
I guess you weren't part of the Cocteau plan.
Greed, deception, abuse of power, that's no plan.
That's why everybody's down here?
You got that right. See, according to Cocteau's plan, I'm the enemy. Because I like to think. I like to read. I'm into freedom of speech and freedom of choice. I'm the kind of guy who likes to sit in a greasy spoon and wonder, gee, should I have the T-bone steak or the jumbo rack of barbecue ribs with the side order of gravy fries? I want high cholesterol. I want to eat bacon and butter and buckets of cheese, okay? I want to smoke a Cuban cigar the size of Cincinnati in a non-smoking section. I want to run through the streets naked with green jello all over my body reading Playboy magazine. Why? Because I suddenly might feel the need to, okay, pal? I've seen the future. You know what it is? It's a 47-year-old virgin sitting around in his beige pajamas drinking a banana broccoli shake singing, I'm an Oscar Mayer wiener. You live up top, you live Cocteau's way. What he wants, when he wants, how he wants. Your other choice? Come down here, maybe starve to death.
All right, then why don't you take charge and lead these people out of here?
I'm no leader. I do what I have to do. Sometimes people come with me. All I want to do is bury Cocteau up to his neck and shit and let him think happy, happy thoughts forever.
Nice.
How cool is that, man?
Nice.
Seriously. If we did everything they fucking want us to do, it'd just be like... we're sitting around, like, just fucking in plastic sheets.
Yeah.
humming the theme to MasterChef.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Or The Bachelor.
Yep.
If you didn't question shit.
Yep.
You see, like, I always, like, that Dennis Leary speech always used to get me, man.
That's a cool speech.
Dude, The Bachelor. I know I bitched about The Bachelor a couple of weeks ago, right? But I've been watching... The ads have been popping up. Like, you know, I'm sitting at home.
You're secretly watching Bachelor, aren't you?
No.
Timmy.
It's because it's not even...
got kicked out.
I'm not even actually knocking the show. I'm knocking the production behind the show, like the marketing and the ads behind it. Something really disturbed me like a week ago, right? It was they're like, oh, who's he gonna let go now? Like all that sort of shit, yeah. And they're like, wait for the move that haunts him, and it's like, huh? And it's like it shows him like crying, like standing there, like just in disbelief. He's like, which one of his favourites will go? I'm like, his favourites?
You mean one of the ones that he pashed in front of the other ones? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Totally, like, just bringing it down to his favourites? It's a harem. It's a fucking harem.
The harem, yep.
And then I thought about, like, how I said how Wayne Carey got shit-canned, like, on that A Current Affair. It's like, first it was this, then it was that. Like, hang on, that's 3 women, right?
How about this motherfucker?
How about The Bachelor who's got 20 birds? And it's like, 3 new women enter the house. Like, what are they just lining them up? Like,
Dude, what the fuck?
yeah. They were searching for true love. Like, you cunts are fucked. And I'm like, but the thing is like, shows like The Bachelor, then you got, like, Dating Naked and fucking, like, there's 100 like that.
Oh, heaps.
Love Island.
Married at First Sight.
Married at First Sight, that's what I was thinking.
This is a while ago, but I saw the ad. They've got a gay guy on there now, and he's just like, I'm just tired of getting told that my love doesn't count. What, and you're going to prove something?
Who gives it? Like, dude, I don't do what you have to do. I don't care. Yeah. But that, like, seriously, man, like, think about it. Like, Dating Naked, Love Island, right? I remember seeing a bit of it, and it's like, okay, so what's going on? And it's
Know what it is? Everyone's just a little bit perverted, and, we're all told to behave, and we get to watch shows like The Bachelor and Love Dating Naked, and it just,
yeah,
feeds that a little bit.
Feeds those senses a
Do you know
little
what
bit.
it is,
Yeah,
dude?
and I think
it's exactly that. Hang on, it's exactly fucking that. He's nailed it right on the head, man. It's like the calendars that you'd go into like your mechanic's shop or something, and there'd be a calendar of like a bird with a tits out,
Yes,
like advertising
yes.
the local Marathon Foods or some
Yes,
shit, like the Dim Sims joint, yeah,
Chico rolls.
And then they got rid of all that because it's insensitive to women or whatever. It's like, well, okay, they're women with their tits out. Like women have had their tits out in art for fucking like thousands of years. It's nothing new, right? Same with dudes. I don't give a shit. If I walked in, whatever. Right? That's my personal opinion. But let's not get carried away. What I'm saying is though, you go to the 70s and the 80s, yeah, where you just had like Burt Reynolds with his mo and his chest hair out, like just fucking leaning on his car, slapping some bird on the ass. Like that was normal, like, hey, those sweet tits. And it's like, yeah,
Hey, sugar tits.
Totally acceptable, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's acceptable now. I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying it was right.
things have changed.
Yeah, things have changed like dramatically, yeah. But we've gotten so fucking PC, right? They've fucking sucked the organic nutrients of just what we are.
I was the first time on this podcast you complained about like the double standards between men and women. You were talking about how on like morning TV they sent the female anchors out and they had to get a ping pong ball
that
up one leg of pants and down the other.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I was sitting there like, who's watching this? Middle-aged mums who aren't getting as much as I'd like.
Yeah.
Yep. Home mums.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah, it's titillating.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, man.
Softcore porn in a
They've
way.
made
Like,
shit.
Yeah,
They've
women
made
who
shit
want to go out and fiddle with men's pants, but are too proper to do it.
Yep.
They've made shit so squeaky clean and so fucking just like, okay, look at it this way, yeah? Like we were talking about, think about, this is the best example, man. And I'm just rambling right now, okay? You know how we were talking about how the lettuce at Macca's has been fucking bleached and washed 100 times where there's nothing left in it?
Yes.
Yep.
Right?
Vacuum
They've done
paste.
that to people. Right? They have washed us, they've cleaned us, they've fucking just dry cleaned the shit out of us, man. They've blasted us with everything they got, the gurneys, they've made everything PC, they've made everything shiny, and just like everyone's looking for their next fucking Botox shot to the forehead.
Preach, my brother.
Right?
Preach.
No shit.
Yep, no shit.
They've taken out anything organic and anything real. And it's like, you know what? You can't suppress people's sexuality. You can't suppress their fucking emotions. You can't, you do it and bad shit fucking happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like that's why you got Catholic priests touching up fucking kids.
Exactly, my brother.
Because you act like sex isn't a big deal. Like, no, touching yourself is a sin. Then
Well,
why
you
is the
can't-
priest touching everyone in the fucking church?
If you're not allowed to have healthy sexual fantasies, then you're going to have bad ones. It's
Yeah.
like, it's the same for everything. Like, if you took away legal access to drugs, people would turn to illegal drugs, and then there is no barrier. It's the same.
Exactly. I'm not saying let's decriminalise pedophilia, all right? Like, I'm not.
No, but people have to have healthy sexual fantasies
yeah.
between consenting adults.
That's exactly what these fucking reality shows, which aren't reality, they're all scripted with producers and line managers.
Yep.
Yeah? They're fake bullshit. But
Because you've got a generation of women who were brought up who weren't allowed to be...
if you had Jim...
weren't allowed to have sexuality.
Dude, if you had old Bob down the fucking street dating 8 women, right? Trying to figure out who he wants to fucking be with the rest of his life. He'd be the fucking scumbag old Bob.
Yep.
But you got this fucking bachelor on a show.
Yep.
They're constantly feeding him woman after woman, and they're just jumping through hoops, and they're funding the motherfucking thing.
Yep.
That's normal. That's acceptable.
Yep.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah.
Totally, dude.
Am I alone in this?
No.
It just seems so fucking bizarre, because then you watch, like, Love Island, right? And I don't actually know what the premise is, if it's competition. Like, you know, I just flicked...
I have no idea what Love Island is. I've
seen the ads.
Never heard of it before.
I saw the ads, and there's all these pommies, right? All these dudes, and, like, think about it like this. All these dudes, they're all, like, these chiseled guys with, like, sleeve tats, just abs, and shaved heads, or, like, long locks, yeah? Tans. The whole premise, from what I gathered, was, you know, 20-odd people, you know, 10 dudes, 10 chicks, sitting around in a mansion with booze, lolling around a pool all day, like, they're all just guessing who's going to fuck who. And then someone bangs someone's like, oh, I can't believe he hooked up with her, man. I'm like, what do you mean? And then, like, the next chick is banging the same dude later. Like, I want to flirt you, man. It's like, dude, you're all, like, what's the point of this show?
Yep.
Wasn't there a porn company, like, that just cut to the chase and had a full-on porn reality TV show?
That'd be the best.
I can't remember anything about it, but I'm pretty sure it happened. Put a bunch of porn stars in a house together and see what happens.
Yep. Why not?
Or just cut to the chase. That's what Big Brother's for.
Yep.
It is. But, like, think about, dude, all the scandals that have ever popped up from these reality shows is when someone fucks someone else.
Yeah.
That's what everyone's waiting for. Like, are they going to fuck? Are they going to fuck? Are they going to fuck?
Big Brother Late Night, or whatever they called it.
Yeah, Up Late,
rated shit.
Up Late.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what they're waiting for. The Bachelor or the Bachelorette, they're waiting for someone to bang. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, man? It's the most scripted shit in the world.
Yeah.
It's scripted.
Yep.
But that's what they've done, man. And now, like...
That's, socially acceptable too.
Yeah. It's socially unacceptable to just, you know, date a lot. Or,
Yeah.
you know, not be married or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're not watching The Bachelor, then you are, like, out
You're
of touch.
weird.
And you're fucking weird.
Probably some kind of pervert.
Come on, Jenny. Like, we don't associate with him anymore. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
It just seems so fucking surreal, man. And that Dennis Leary speech, man, that really used to get me, because it's like, yeah, if we keep doing this, we're all bending over, like, just copping it every fucking day.
Yep.
For what, man? We're losing the very essence of what fucking... Like, people forget that it's human beings that created, like, all the fucking magic, all the art, all the sculptures, like, everything we see, from the Acropolis to the Mona Lisa to, like, Michelangelo's David. That's all created by man and women, like, men and women, man.
Yep. No shit, dude.
Based on our life. Like, life... It was art imitates life. Life never imitates art. You know, and that was a big thing, because I was saying that violent movies and video games and shit, they create, like, the situations, you know, as in, they're the source of, like, all the violence and all that shit. And Samuel L. Jackson said it in an interview. He's like, art imitates life. You know, it's we get our art, like, we get our inspiration from what we see around us, not the other way around.
Yep.
Copycats that go out and murder people based on a fucking movie they saw, that's just one loose screw.
Yeah.
It's not the majority.
Yeah.
The majority is people seeing stories of war and crime or whatever, and then they're writing books about it, and then they get turned into movies, turned into reality shows, turned into more bullshit.
Turned into anti-heroes.
Yeah.
You know, they want to be the villain.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know? But, like, fuck, man. I'm done to death with it, man.
Yep.
How does it feel? Johnny reactivated his Facey account the other day. Yeah, how does it feel being on Facey again, man? You were saying to me in the car.
It's weird.
Yeah? You drawn to it again?
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, what's drawing to you? What's the drawing point? Like, I'm just curious, man, because you were off Facey for how long?
Oh, a couple of years.
Couple of years? I'm
About the
going
same as
on.
you.
I deactivated, like, Aussie Day weekend last year, so I'm on, like, 18 months or something right now. I'm getting closer to 2 years. How does it, like, what have you been doing? Like, as in, since you reactivated it, what have you noticed? Are you using it actively?
I'm slowly getting back into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What are you using it for?
Just current events, like, yeah.
Man,
But I'm slowly getting inducted again, like,
indoctrinated.
indoctrinated. I'm slowly getting indoctrinated
Getting
again.
addicted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can see myself, like, every day it's like a little bit more, like, oh yeah.
Bit more time,
A little bit more time, yeah.
Like, I know I flick around on Instagram a lot, like because I don't have Facey and I don't use Twitter. Like I really don't. I put up a tweet every now and then, mostly to promote this podcast. Like I don't tweet generally. I use Instagram, like I'll admit it, and that's mostly just because it's photos. It's like, you know what I mean. It's a lot of my family overseas, a lot of friends. It's a good, like I've signed like a few things I'm following that are on current events and shit like that. You know, for the random stuff, right? The thought, like I was going to reactivate Facey purely to promote this podcast. And then when I started using the actual podcast's account just to do like, you know, all the posts and shit, I started like getting a headache. Just by, man, we're not, like the actual podcast account isn't following anyone other than the Rockbank Rams.
Yeah.
Right? So I only get their news on the status thing.
Yeah.
But even the thought of keeping up, like, as in, I like it because of the interaction level, right? And a lot of people hit us up through Facey, yeah? And I thank everyone for it. But the thought of doing it on a personal level, like with all the shit like that I would have had to... like, you know,
dude, I totally know what you mean.
Yeah.
I think you have to tailor Facebook to you. I like, as I said in a previous podcast, like I like news sources. If I don't want to see something, I'll click on it and say, I don't want to see this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And most of my news feed is news stories, political events.
You picture you picture the contrast between, say, his and like a 14-year-old girl's Facebook.
Yes,
his is like just font, just simple, like Arial, no italics, no underlining, black on white. Just like a guy was shot in Panama. A bus was raided in Syria.
Yeah.
Just, Malcolm Turnbull, like, did something. It just, like, scrolls, no images. And then, like, the 14-year-old girl has just got photos of Bieber just pouring in. Photos of Selena.
So I just opened up my Facebook. First post is about Tesla. Second post is a personal one. Third post is from HuffPost Politics that a friend posted. A post about NASA test firing a rocket engine. An ad. Another post about Tesla. But yeah, so like, that's my Facebook. Just things that I'm interested in, and not necessarily people's personal shit.
I'm actually finding it kind of hard to like transition back into it.
Daniel Andrews.
Daniel Andrews. Did he ever get back to you, by the way?
No, I didn't.
What a scumbag.
A little bit disappointed, yeah.
Why won't he call? So many heartbroken people sitting around the state. Just Daniel Andrews looking out the window, the rain.
Come on, Daddy boy.
Daniel, please.
Bardo playing in the background.
Bardo. Oh, fuck. Dude, you should have written a letter.
I should have, yeah. Oh, well, too late now.
No, write another one.
I'll see. I'll give him a little bit more time.
And say, scumbag, check your emails.
You need to write that letter with the...
It's 2016, mate.
Yeah, bad.
Don't act like you don't know what's going on. I follow you on Facebook.
It's just everything. Monitor everything. We should rock up to his next, like, anything that he does.
Thing.
Something public. You won't call, you won't return my calls.
Fuck you, Daddy boy.
Can you imagine us like in the background of like a crowd?
Just holding a sign. Why won't you call?
That's not right.
You're a dog.
Yeah, bad. No, I'm serious. We should. Yeah, sorry, man. You were finding it hard to transition back into Facey.
Yeah.
Why? Which part?
I don't know, the whole thing, like, just... Because when I had Facebook, it was just like every day, like, that's what you do. And it's been so long without doing that. Now that I've got it back, it's just like... Just slowly getting back into it.
I couldn't be fucked.
Oh, dude.
I seriously... Like, people already look at me weird when I say I don't have Facey. Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't have Facey. Like, simple.
It's weird when you remove yourself from it. Like, you realise how much, like, time and effort you put into it beforehand.
Yeah. Like, I waste a lot of time during the day scrolling through Insta. Like, I know, like, as in, not waste, but I spend a lot of time, like, you know, if I'm just zoning out. Because at work, we're not allowed to use our phones. Like, you know, we're on the floor. So think about it. For 6 to 8 hours, we generally don't touch our phones unless we go to get a drink of water, take a piss, smoke over 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to people sitting at their desks and their phone's constantly on there. So, like, they've got a window open with Facey while they're working. How productive can you possibly be?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I excuse myself on that level where it's like, you know what? If I just want to zone out and just fucking read dribble for like the next hour, then I'm going to do that.
Of like the people who post on my Facebook, who've just posted on my Facebook, they have 9-to-5 jobs, so they're posting during work hours.
Yeah, but how does it like? I don't remember when Facey first came out. and the companies were installing policies. They were installing. You'd probably know about it. They were installing policies saying like social media was just going to be banned. Like,
Yeah.
you couldn't use it during office hours. You could like.
And then they wanted access to your Facebook profile.
Yeah.
To get employed. Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was a big deal.
I think it's access to your Facebook profile, man, to get employed. That's fucked.
Yeah, because that's personal stuff.
It's personal, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's taken on this other sphere of like accountability. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it, man. Because like, Facey is just a website on the net. It's not like it's.
And they can.
It's not like government grade like identification. Anyone can start.
They
a
can
Facey
tell a bunch
account.
of stuff about you from your Facebook account.
For me,
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Not about you personally, but I think they did a study where they looked at what type of pages people like on Facebook, and they could estimate relatively accurately your sexuality, your intelligence, and a bunch of other stuff.
Dude, that's nothing new. That's the way the marketing works, man. They look at funny, like, you know, you do a search for something, and all of a sudden 100 ads pop up.
Yeah.
Based around what you just searched. So they just scan your profile, they scan what you like, and it's like, okay, well, this guy clearly likes tits and booze, so let's send him.
Yeah. Hot naked chicks in your area.
It's always like, I'm Amanda.
Oh, God. I haven't got those ads in ages. It would just used to be constant. I'm like, I have never clicked on one of these ads.
Yeah.
Why do you keep trying? Just post something
Hot naked
relevant.
chicks in your area. Do you get those ads?
Hot naked chicks in your area.
It's like,
On-
I'm
on
Amanda, I'm
Facebook?
29, I live in Carnegie. Like, what? Do you know what makes me laugh? Like, you know when if you're on like a Where? Do you remember Where's? Do you remember Where's sites?
Where's?
Yeah, WAREZ. Google it. Go to Wikipedia and look it up now. Half of them probably won't, because Where's sites were massive when we were in high school, Johnny. So we were like 16, and Where's were the shit.
So WAR?
EZ.
EZ.
Yeah, it's too late for Arthur. Like, this is a staple of digital life that he'll never understand. Where's? Look at both of you. They're illuminated from the phones. Actually, you know what, man? You want to trip out? When you get to your next set of lights after you leave here today, get to the lights and then look left and look right and tell me what the drivers are doing. Because I guarantee you their heads are going to be bowed down.
Into
looking
their
at
phone.
I guarantee it.
So, where's are copyrighted works distributed without fees or royalties and may be traded in general violation of copyright law?
So it's a torrenting site.
It's Where's with the original torrents, man. Like, Where's sites is where you went for your albums, your movies, like your software.
Oh yeah, it's ringing a bell actually.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Where's? That was like back in the day. That is, I was 16, so we're talking like nearly 20 years ago,
So
man.
this is before the Pirate Bay?
Yeah, before Pirate Bay, before Torrents, before Torrent King and all that sort of shit. Right? Those ads, those pop-up ads that you get on torrent sites and all the time, it's usually always just sex or like dick pills or something.
Like, it's just hardcore
Grow your
porn.
penis 2 inches longer.
Yeah. It always made me laugh because, like, there'd be like, you know, hot naked MILF in your area. Yeah, like, oh, I'm seeing that you're from, and they just name a suburb, like in Melbourne, right? Some random Murrumbina, you know?
Yeah. Oh, they look at your IP address and name it to your suburb.
They see where your IP's coming from, so they ping you to like, okay, well, this cunt's in Oakley. All right. We're in Murrumbina. The spelling is all in Americanized, like, writing, and it's some random bird. Like, really? How many dudes do you reckon click on that? Like a fucking beaver, like a fucking rabid dog.
Who knows, man?
Think about it.
All those dorks with thick glasses.
The guy from our World of Warcraft episode on South Park.
Yes, that guy.
That guy's the best. I love that guy, man.
There must be heaps of them, dude.
Because I remember, dude.
Well, it happens. People get scammed all the time. There was a chick from Sydney a mum from Sydney who scammed guys out of $2 million.
Chick from Sydney?
Yeah.
What do you mean? As in what? Just selling promises?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'll try
Sydney?
and find the article now.
Okay. Yeah, I remember, dude, I tried to teach my dad, when I got my dad, like, his first laptop, like, years ago, and he was asking me how to download, like, songs and movies and stuff.
Oh, that old chestnut.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I said, fucking hell, like, I've had to hold this guy's hand, like, on how to use Microsoft Works for Windows. Like, we're talking from the 386 onwards, you know what I mean? 14-year-old kid trying to teach his dad how to use a computer, right? And the funny part is like, with when he got his first smartphone, He's like, show me how to use it. And I go, it's an app. What's it called? iPhone. I go, I don't know how to use iPhones. Oh, you can figure it out. I go, no. I go, I don't know how to use them, and I don't want to know how to use them. Figure it out. Funnily enough, he figured out how to use his iPhone and figured out how to use his S4 or whatever he bought. S5, yeah.
Go Dad.
Yeah, he figured it out, mate, on his own. You know, fucking, when there's a will, there's a way, man. Yeah, right? But I remember when he asked me how to download songs. I go, okay. I go, this is the easiest thing. This is the one fundamental rule you need to know. Okay, what you're doing is illegal, right? Whether you're looking for torrents, like whatever. Because mind you, he had no concept of Google. You know, like he didn't know.
Yeah.
So I had to teach him the fundamentals, like torrent site, you know, uTorrent or like whatever you're using.
Yep.
Ground up.
Yep.
And I said to him, this is the one rule of thumb you need to know, okay? You go into Google, you search what you want, right? And you go to the site. It's like an alleyway out in the middle of nowhere, right? Okay, it's a bad alleyway, but you need to get through this alleyway to get to wherever it is you want to go. You don't stop to talk to anyone. You don't look anywhere. You don't need to look. You don't open any fucking doors that aren't leading you to where you need to go.
No eye contact.
You just look at what you need and you get that.
Yeah.
That's it. He's like, so he's looking at him, he's like, Okay, so I'll give you an idea. So I went to Pirate Bay or whatever, right? Or Torrent King, loaded it up. You know, like Rolling Stones album, right? Example.
Yeah.
And I go, here it is. You see there, it says torrent, download uTorrent, blah, blah, blah. He's like, You see these? I go, they're all fucking banners. I go, there's a banner for, like, you know, nude women. There's a banner for dick pills. There's a banner for drugs. Yes. You don't want any of that. You want the fucking Rolling Stones torrent. Do not click
the dick pills.
The box. Okay, if you want nude women, you search for nude women. You know what I mean? He's like, I got it. I'm like, all right, good. That's your first lesson.
So this Sydney mum, she's 41-year-old mother of four, scanned a bunch of men out of $2 million online. So she would say that she was sick or that her mother died or she was running out of money. A couple of quotes. Seeing my mum last night and feeling her cold body did something to me that I couldn't shake. Baby, please don't leave me.
Oh, fuck.
Another one.
Play the violin a bit harder, bitch.
I love you. Can't wait to be with you. I haven't even eaten since yesterday.
How's she got a computer with a net?
Yeah. $2 million, man.
But you know what that
Hold on. She took more than $1.7 million from one 69-year-old victim.
It's a lot of money, man. But here's the thing, right? She's got it all digital. She's got it all digital, got it online, and hit these dudes up for money.
Mm.
How many like even men and women, all right? How many like people do you know that just scam like partners and shit? People they're dating out of stuff, like just on the organic level, man. Give me and I'm not saying it to be sexist because it goes both ways, man. But for example, like a bird that goes out with a dude like 5-6 times in a row because he's got some fucking nice car or some nice apartment or has club access to some place. Do you mean women I know that were like, yeah, well, he takes me out to nice restaurants. Like, okay. Or some dude would be like, yeah, you know, she's a good cook. Or, you know, she's got a fucking nice apartment or some shit. You know, she has a swimming pool in her building. Like, stupid shit like that. Okay, and like I said, I repeat it, I'm not going against sexes here.
Oh, it's both, yeah.
Yeah, it's both ways. But you hear about it all the time. I was like, what's wrong with you, man? Like,
how many men date women just because they're pretty?
Yeah, like that's the base attraction, period.
Yeah.
Majority.
Or whatever it is. It could be it could be whatever though. Like as in, but that woman scammed like a couple of dudes out of $2 million. Like went digital on it. Like fucking hell, man. Like, but it's ethics, man. Sociopaths. No empathy.
Yeah, no empathy.
She's a very nubile. 41-year-old.
Yeah, she's super nubile.
Dude, she looks like a girl from the areas, man.
She paints on her face with nail polish. Anyway,
she's getting Botox jammed in her forehead, man.
Mm.
But it's empathy, and that's the thing, man. The only empathy a lot of people now feel on a natural level is like watching people get slashed on The Bachelorette.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
tear up.
Yeah, they watch people get cut down on MasterChef because their cooking dream is dead.
And they just love it.
And they fucking lose it over it, man. And you know what's funny? Like, okay, this woman's on MasterChef. She fucked up the souffle. She's off. She'll find a job. You know what I mean? one of the last 5 finalists on MasterChef. She will find a job. She's had all the fucking PR work done for her. Like, what's the problem?
MasterChef will find her a job because she's worth money to them.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll take a cut.
They'll put her in interviews. They'll put her in cameras.
They'll get her a book deal. Like, yeah.
Dude.
Or him.
That's what I was reading. That's what they were saying today on one of the fucking morning shows or whatever, yeah? They were talking about, what's her name? Obama's missus. Yeah?
Michelle.
Yeah. They were talking about her once Obama is out, right? Once a new president is in, it's like, what's going to happen to Michelle? They're like, oh, she's got big things coming her way. She's going to probably maybe run for president as well, like in the near future. They kept pushing it, right? Dude, they interviewed a dude that wrote a biography on her, yeah? And I'm just watching this thing. I actually think I wrote it down because I was fucking infuriated. Here we go. The biography was written by a guy who didn't actually interview her at all. But he spoke to her family, he spoke to colleagues, like, dickhead, you've never, like, what are you talking about? She had nothing to do with this book, but you're selling this book. And I can't remember who was interviewing her, I can't remember which show it was, but they kept pushing him like, oh, so will she run? Obama said it himself, she's never going to run. She said it herself, she's never going to run. I don't want anything to do with it. But they kept pushing it like it was a chance of her to run for president at some point. Like, all right, man. They were talking about the book deal that she's going to get once the Obamas are out of the White House. What do you reckon a biography is going to be worth?
Seriously? Oh, they already have $1 million.
Dude, they're
books.
securing... I'm talking a biography, an autobiography penned by the Obamas once he leaves the office and they can just reveal all or whatever.
Lots and lots.
We're talking like millions, like 8-figure millions.
Yeah.
No shit. They're never going to have to work again. Like, that's it. That's done. 8 figures for these biographies.
I mean, they've already got books that are worth millions. Obama does, yeah.
So then you think about MasterChef and all the dudes that leave, right?
A couple of $100K.
You tell me that, it's not peanuts. Like, it's not peanuts. The money that these people would be making post whatever reality show, it's more than you and I put together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For doing essentially what they always did. Yeah. You know? But then it goes back to that whole sterilization of empathy. And it's only whatever they're fucking programming us to feel. It's like, I've been called a fucking cunt because I didn't give a fuck about someone getting booted off The Bachelorette. Well, you're just a cunt. Look, what's the problem? I'm like, dude, it's fake. I'm a cunt.
Wasn't there some controversy that the MasterChef was fake? That they were rigging results because I didn't really look at it. Apparently they faked it so some pretty girl could win over someone else.
Really? Oh, that wouldn't surprise me.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me at all, man.
You're telling me, like, that's what gets me. It's like, oh, you have to vote for, Shelley to get in the next stage of Big Brother. Why? They're going to rig it anyway.
Shelley.
You think they're going to put the most controversial person in to win the fucking thing? They can't have that. Like,
they're going to do whatever suits them
they're
best.
going to do whatever's going to sell fucking tickets, not whatever the people want. I mean, how much shit has already come up with Bernie Sanders and... Like, I mean, you were
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How Bernie was outselling stadiums.
Primary.
Yeah, they were outselling stadiums, man, compared to her, but...
Where's all his votes?
Yeah, where's his fucking votes? You tell me. This is... I don't know, man. It's just one thing. It just really fucking does my head in.
Yep.
Oh, do you know what makes no fucking sense? This all happened this morning. I was on my couch half asleep, just infuriated, man. I'm watching... Do you guys actually watch TV, like sit down and turn the fucking TV on?
I haven't had my TV plugged into an aerial in years.
Yeah, there's no point, yeah?
Nah, nothing on there I want to see.
I pretty much just download shit and watch it, like movies or whatever.
Yeah, Netflix.
Honestly, man, the most TV I watch on my own, like as in not with someone else, just passing time, like kicking back, whatever, and TV's on, right? The most TV I watch from the TV, period, is probably the morning before we do the podcasts. Yeah, because I'm...
frantically trying to figure out something to talk about.
No. It's because I'm actually making breakfast for myself, like bacon, eggs, proper breakfast, because then I'm gonna have a long fucking day today, right? And just like literally, just what the fuck's on? Like, 'cause I can't do anything, Can't be. I've only got an hour or so, so I just put on Sunrise or whatever. Yeah, like just flicking furiously for like a cartoon channel, dude.
Please, Dragon Ball Z.
I was
Batman: The Dark Knight.
Man, I sat there and for a good 20 minutes, my mouth was open. I was just like, what the fuck?
Just gobsmacked.
I was trying to understand something. You watch 8-9 minutes of ads, or whatever it is. These are ads for products. I'm watching advertisements for products. As in, if these people were in front of me, you wouldn't watch them. Like, they come to your door, like, hello, I'm selling, like, roof sealing. Yeah, nah, I'm not
Is this
interested.
the ads in the
Fuck
actual
off.
TV show or the ads in the ad
No,
breaks?
ads in ad breaks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what? Like, I couldn't get my head around it, that I'm actually watching advertisements. And for like 9 minutes at a time, 8 minutes at a time, 7 minutes at a time. What the fuck? Then the show started, right? During the ads, I saw an ad for like Zyrtec or some fucking hay fever medicine, yeah?
Yeah.
And in the ad, they're like,
Up the nose and away it goes.
yeah, it works 80% better than Claritine, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah. Yeah, I'm like, okay. And then the show started. They did like 3 minutes of some bullshit segment,
Yeah.
And then it went to a health break in the show where they were at Chemist Warehouse.
Nah.
And the first ad, they goes, oh, it's winter season and we've got a lot of things, to help you out. So let's go suss it out. This fucking idiot runs through Chemist Warehouse enthusiastically. The first
Some high energy.
the first product they pitched in this little segment was Claritine hay fever medicine. So the opposite
Yeah.
of what was on before. I'm like, did I just watch this fucking ad? Like, seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it left that, went to another 3 minutes of bullshit, and then they were selling that Ab Shaker 2000, like the one where they step
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
They
Ab
step
Shaker
on
2000,
it.
yeah.
They step on it and they just vibrate left and right, yeah? And I'm like, this is bullshit. So I've just switched the channel, like I've just thrown the remote, and my remote's really sensitive, so I've thrown the remote and switched channels, and I've just got up to do whatever, get my shit ready. I turn around halfway through the for whatever reason, and it's another fucking Ab Shaker, like it's the same fucking product with the same dude on another show. And then they did the same thing with the dragon's blood, like the cream that stops aging.
Nah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? I switched the TV off after that. I'm like, I'm not even bothering,
Yeah.
flicking around
Don't
anymore.
get any news.
Yeah. How insane is that, though, man? The same conflicting ads, same programs, same presenters, like everything. Look, what am I doing? And then you get the people that sit at home just watching this shit
Every day.
24/7.
Yep.
Like they're going to get something different every morning.
Yep.
Larry Emger, talking to two fucking models, and then
Larry.
get Larry, him, and then they're selling more ads.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sterilization of the planet, my friends. That's where it starts.
Here.
Did you guys see that video of the young kid who got bombed in Syria?
Yeah, that was really heartbreaking.
The little boy.
Yeah.
He's
What would have happened
quiet.
if that kid was bombed by the America? Because he was bombed by the...
Rebels, wasn't he?
Yeah, no, he was bombed by Assad.
Yeah. Sorry.
What would happen if that kid was bombed by
Well,
America?
I would never have heard about it.
Yeah.
For one, what Syrian boy, man? I don't know what you're talking about.
Imagine the amount of kids that are killed by American bombs.
That's hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course it is.
I remember watching it. I can't remember the documentary, but they were talking to a kid, and he's like, we only ever go outside on cloudy days because the drones can't fly on cloudy days.
Yeah.
Because, these kids are scared of the sky.
Man,
Like-
that's reality, man.
Yeah.
And it's shit. Like, I saw a photo. I saw a picture today. There was a woman, sitting, she was eating something out of, a tin or whatever, and her baby was sitting in front of her in a cardboard box without the top cut off. Mm. So that's what its shelter was, in, this rubble field, and the baby was just holding, a bottle in its diaper, just,
Yeah.
looking up at the camera.
Dude, that shit really just makes me really sad.
Yeah, it's shit.
Really sad.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the drone program is horrible. You have pilots, a signature strike is, that looks like a terrorist, beep, dead.
Yeah.
And they have situations where it's people repairing a road.
Yeah.
And they're like,
civilian contractors,
yeah,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, that guy looks like a terrorist, beep, dead. No, repairing a road.
Yeah, it's a video game.
Yeah.
And that's what kills me on casualty numbers, man. When the states go up in fucking arms, or even Australia, man, we're the worst for it. Do you remember, no disrespect to the Australian military or soldiers or the dead or whatever, but it used to fucking infuriate me every time. Not every time, because it's happened twice since since the war in Afghanistan started. Man, it'd be an Australian digger was killed last night in some sort of attack. I'm like, he's in the army. and there's massive outcry. Like, all of a sudden there's a massive outcry. We need to stop this war. Or, you know, how fucking, like, unjust fucking terrorists. Like, shit like that. Like, dude, how many fucking Iraqis or Syrians or Afghani, like, innocent people are getting bombed right now?
Oh, dude.
No one gives a fuck.
Dude.
Yeah.
But one Australian digger gets killed, probably because he blew himself up, like, you know, doing something stupid. Like, no, like I said, no disrespect to anyone, man. Like, it's a terrible thing.
But why? Oh, who, is that kid going to grow up? The one that we saw in the back of the van?
His brother died.
Yeah. Is he going to grow up being pro-America?
That kid, I was reading about that kid, man. His brother died from internal injuries.
Yeah.
That kid is, and like, do you read about what it said? It said it was in a state of, like, just disbelief, like, just didn't know what was, like, he just woke up, like, just stunned, like, what the fuck's going on?
Did you guys see the video or the photo?
I saw both.
I saw the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could see that he just, like, touched his head. And
So what the fuck's going on, man?
Dude, he's just, like, in another world. He just has no idea. Like,
And that's what pisses me off, man.
It happens, and, you know, we're not as bad as the States are, but... I
think we're more ignorant, man.
Yeah, but it just happens. Like,
Because, you know what, in the States,
you can't be upset about it when hundreds of thousands of people have been blown up by the
States. In
States.
the States, they push their military agenda, like, to everyone. Right? That is front up, like, there's no softer...
Was it 270 years of constant war? Or something?
Yeah. Something stupid, dude. Like, there is no soft touch on that shit. They push it everywhere. In this country, we only get up in arms when they threaten to take our beer away in Bali. You know? And did you see that? Did you see more boycott Bali things came out? We're going to boycott Bali. No, you won't. You won't.
No, you won't.
All right. Okay, buddy. You boycott Bali, then go to Gold Coast and spend $800 a night just trying for a hotel room and a feed with your family, and then tell me how long you're going to boycott Bali for, you fucking dumb cunt.
Yeah.
Right? But that's when you get up in arms, man. When something happens too close to home, and someone in the media drops the ball on it and, like, you know, releases it, everyone's like, oh, this is terrible.
When their outrage reaches critical mass.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. This is fucking terrible. Like, dude, people have been dying for the last, like, how long has the war been going?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
You know what I was thinking about the other day? Like, pop stars or whatever, right? They always sing about the same shit. Like, just bullshit, whatever. Like, why
bullshit? Dude, aren't you worried? Don't you care about Taylor Swift's relationship status? Like, seriously, man. Seriously.
Dude, like,
is she out of the woods yet?
So, she is
Will she find true love?
She is not out of the woods just yet.
Yeah.
But, okay, so, like, we have pop stars, right? Talking about bullshit.
Just bullshit.
He came in like a wrecking ball.
Why not, like, why haven't any of these pop stars, like, addressed the situation about these people dying?
Because that's a no-go. That doesn't sell records.
Yeah, but it should. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's always just the same bullshit.
Because
why
it
aren't
doesn't
these people
matter.
like...
These pop stars are just trying to make money and disappear.
They have so much influence. Like, they have influence over the whole world.
I've
They
said,
have
why not
money,
bring up
man.
this- I've said this for years, man. I've said this for years. You know, Tom Cruise, if Tom Cruise, Travolta, and, you know, Will Smith sacrificed one movie salary, you could easily set up anything to fix a lot of shit. You know? You could easily do it, but no one's interested in that.
Like, all these pop stars ever talk about is, like, just bullshit. Like...
But even when it does, it's not really talked about. So Brad Pitt and
Jolie
did a lot of work in...
Oh, yeah, one of the nations.
No, the what was the state that got flooded? The Katrina.
No, the floods in...
New Orleans.
Are you talking about recently?
No, when Katrina hit.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie did a lot of work down there. Jay-Z did a lot of charity work. I can't remember what for, though.
I don't know. Everyone was involved in Katrina. That was massive.
Yeah. But no one cares.
No.
Like, even Paul Walker, like, he did a lot of charity work. No one cared. Even when he died, people didn't care.
Because the way I think about it is, right, these pop stars have the most influence over anyone in the world. Like, that's what everyone looks up to, these pop stars. So instead of singing about fucking bullshit, fucking whatever, let's...
Yeah, but that's when they die. It's not part of the agenda, dude.
Yeah, I know,
I'm not trying to go conspiracy theory here, because I'm really not. But that's not what sells tickets, man. No one wants to buy a ticket to a concert about starving kids in Africa. You know, we just want to feel bad about it on commercials during midday TV. But no one would dedicate shit to shit.
But, like, let's say someone like Rihanna, like, the biggest pop star in the world, sing about or try and make a difference.
Trying out a mang.
You know what I mean? Like, try and make
I hear
your
you.
voice, like, try and make it influential.
I hear you 100%, man.
in a
but
positive manner.
They do not care.
Like, let's talk about all these children dying and how we just want to be like a global community.
Nah.
No.
That doesn't sell.
Fucking annoys the shit out of me. Let's talk about.
But it's not
sex
even that.
and-
Like, it doesn't cost a huge amount of money to. I know, I'm a greenie, so, like, build a wind farm. I mean, these people can do that.
Yeah,
They've got the money.
Akon did it. Look up Akon's work in Africa. You'll die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's an Akon? No one knows about him anymore.
No one knows shit
No
about
one knows
Akon,
shit
man.
about him.
Akon produced Lady Gaga. Akon's label brought out Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Like, think of it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, T-Pain. Like,
Yeah.
big fucking artist, dude. And Akon's off the map, but he's just saved the fucking an African
Instead of all
an
these
African
pop
nation now
stars,
has got,
instead
like,
of all these
power.
pop stars singing about sex and whatever bullshit,
Look, I'm not,
how about indoctrinate everyone into like helping everyone as a species and you know what I mean?
Let me tell you something, man.
Do you know what I mean?
There's nothing wrong with pop stars singing about sex or whatever they want to sing about because
Well,
art
there
is
is
art.
when there's people dying.
Hang on.
And
Art is art, right?
We're not talking about in a whole album. We're talking about a song every now and then. you know?
Art is art, okay? So I'm not going to take away anyone's right to free art, okay? What I'm saying is if you're in a position of power, right, then use that power.
yes, for good.
Use that power to better, like, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, totally, dude. Totally.
Like, dude, like this podcast, man. Like, I mean, when you said to me, you said, let's start it. I said, oh, what's it going to be about? And you're like, yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Man, we've been talking about some good shit. Like, nothing really negative. Mm-hmm. As in, we don't bring up negative ideologies. Mm-hmm. This isn't a KKK/Nazi Aryan fucking fundraiser,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
It's a pretty positive thing. Mm-hmm. But how hard has it been to share this podcast with people?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
our numbers are growing, but they're still very, very small.
Yeah, on a slow scale.
Very, very slow scale.
Yes.
Right? People are reluctant to share it. A, because it takes a lot of time to listen to, which I understand, you know. Yep. But still, man, like, no one... Man, I broke down a few of the points from our last podcasts to a few random people over the last week or two, yeah? Like, random people that I've spoken to, had coffee with, whatever.
Yep.
I've broken down a few of the facts, and they stare at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, yeah. Number one, the Malcolm Turnbull thing, about how he got a free education under a Labor government, and one of the first things he did when he came to power was get rid of free education. You know?
And then look at privatising Hextet.
Yeah, privatising Hextet. You're okay with this? How can you trust this man if what's good for him is not good for anyone else? Like, you know, he clearly, like, benefited from a
Free university education.
Free university education set up by a rival government, yeah? But he wouldn't want that for anyone else. Like, fuck them, right? Then I brought up the Pauline Hanson thing. Someone said to me, what's Pauline Hanson actually done? I go, really? Nothing. I go,
Zero.
look at our podcast. We actually looked into it. She got knocked up at 15, dropped out of high school, and married a Polish refugee. And then they were like, refugees? Isn't she against refugees? Like, and there is the motivation behind her entire fucking thing. She's got nothing else but that. Okay, and then I said how one of her to-be senators got 77 votes, and that's how he fucking got in. And he's also, they're also like awaiting prosecution for something else. And they were just dumbfounded. Like, what do you mean? I go, these are facts. I'm not making this shit up. But no one cares.
I actually went to the One Nation website the other day.
Why? you don't know where the boats are coming from? Like,
No, it's so bad, man. Like grammatical errors and stuff, using was instead of were.
really?
Yeah, and just weird sentence structure.
It's because they're hillbillies.
Yeah.
I just feel like the influential people of our time, like all these pop stars, could just really make a difference if they wanted to.
Of course they could.
Like,
going
sing
back,
about shit that matters. Like, it's always just shit about material shit and whatever.
all right, we're ragging on Taylor Swift, but she did
my God,
donate the
man.
proceeds of one of her videos to a charity in Africa.
Okay, how many videos has she made? 12, 15, 20?
Yeah.
How much money? What's Taylor Swift's net worth?
And it's always like these pop stars that are like donating. It's always like a picture of them with like a giant check.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
oh, look what I'm doing. Like, How about just fucking do it for the sake of humanity? Like, instead of, like,
It's not
wanting to
important.
get props for
Yeah, but
it.
Joe, not everyone thinks.
Dude, why not?
Because not everyone thinks the way we
Fucking
do.
make
Not everyone gives a
equal.
shit.
Oh, but they should.
Man, I stopped writing my articles,
Fucking does
man.
my head in, dude.
I stopped writing my articles like 10 years ago. A big reason why I stopped writing them was because people were like, yeah, what do you have to complain for, man? Just fucking, just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. I'm like, I am fucking worried about it.
Me too.
And look at us worrying today. Penalty rates getting taken out on a weekend, they're going to fucking bother me big time. Big time. Why should Malcolm Turnbull give tax breaks to the top half that aren't going to fucking notice a lazy, a grand or whatever, but I'm going to fucking eat shit for the rest of, like, my financial year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've gone to the One Nation site and looked at their policy on halal certification. This is the first paragraph / sentence.
Back to halal, man.
So, do you realise that you are paying a tax / surcharge that funds Islamic schools and mosques? Islamic schools and mosques are capitalised and bold. When you do your shopping, this is the best part. Last sentence. What is also believed is that it funds terrorism. Oh no, that doesn't actually make sense. But it doesn't make sense in the contents of the rest of the sentence.
I don't get it.
But it's not a tax. Like we went over this last time.
Yeah. But
It's
that's
like
what these idiots
yeah.
believe, and they've got the push. Jock commented, he's back.
Jockey baby?
Yeah, he disappeared off the radar for a bit, but he's in hospital or something. Something like that. It was posted up.
You're a legend, Jock, by the way.
He's a gun, man. He said, what did he say?
We need more people like you, Jockey.
Who
He
is
goes, boys, not feeling the love up north in Queensland. From north, remember? And he's got these sad faces and like a tear or whatever. And he goes, great episode, but yes, Toowoomba is a dump, but hey, there are some diamonds in the rough.
Toowoomba.
And I replied back saying, just a very big contrast to us down south. Mind-boggling contrast, not painting every fence with the same brush.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he said, it's vastly different out in the country to the coast. I think it's the heat out west that sends the cunts loopy-loop. And replied again. I lived in Melbourne when I was younger and really like it as a city. Very, very different to Sydney. Reservoir I was at, that's kind of Bronxy. Okay, I'll reply now rather than commenting back. I liked it right now, though. Reza, how can we describe Reservoir?
Oh.
Northern Melbourne.
I remember I bought my car from North Melbourne. I'm like, I just went to my wife, I'll just catch a train out there. And she's like,
What are you, nuts?
No, I'll drive you. It's okay. I'm like, no, don't worry about it. I'll take you forever to get out there. I'll just catch the train. She's like, no.
North Melbourne. You're a brave man. It's just... Yeah, Reservoir, man, it's not just Bronxy.
It's a whole new world.
It's fucked.
A whole new
Once
world.
you hit that train line after, like...
Dude, it's so different.
Yeah,
It is
it's
so different.
fucked, man. It's just... And you know what? Res is just the tip of the iceberg, man. Like, because I went up to Res a couple months ago to help a mate out in a warehouse just doing some fork work. And I forgot what it was like to be in Reservoir, man. And then, like, I remember, like, you just go north and north and north, and then you turn left and go further north, and it's just... It's fucked. The only thing you could say about, like, those northern suburbs, man, because, like, Clayton and these areas are fucked, right? Like, they're still scummy. I live in a shitty suburb in the southeast, so it's not like we're better than up north.
Yeah.
The biggest contrast, I think, is the space that they have up there, where everything seems really far away. Like, it's not condensed the way... And their social structure... And their transit and their public transit systems and all that, it's very spaced out. So it feels really just divided, man.
Divided.
Yeah, empty. Empty's a good word you're starting to say.
Yeah, empty.
Empty.
Yeah, you get the feeling like, there's houses everywhere here.
Yeah.
You don't feel
alone.
Nah.
But there, man, like if you don't know anyone, you're fucked. Like you hit the main strip and it's just fucking, how long is this road? And like no street lights.
Yeah, just empty space.
Try driving back, man. I remember a couple of times up in Laylaw, man, like just a bit further up from Reza. You leave Laylaw at like 2 a.m. I remember one night specifically, man, I was in my EA. I remember driving, man, from Clayton to Laylaw at like, one Saturday night. I said to my mate, I'll come up and visit, I put in Bubba Sparks' Dark Days, Bright Nights, or Bright Days, Dark Nights, whatever it's called, his debut album, Bubba Sparks. I listened to it all the way through, and I got to Laylaw, stayed there, and like, we just had some drinks, a few people, whatever. I left at 1 or 2 in the morning, and I remember turning onto the main road. I'm like, "What the fuck am I?" And I was going down the wrong way, down the service road, because there was no signage and no lights.
Yeah.
I was just like disorientated for a minute. Yeah, these cars coming at me, flashing high beams and beeping. I'm like, "Huh?" And then I realised, like, "Oh fuck, I'm on the wrong side of the road, on the other side of the road as well." That's Laylaw and Reza.
Yeah.
Laylaw. It's a suburb I hear about a lot. I've never been to.
You've never been to Laylaw? It's brilliant. It's fucked. Dude, it's fucked up. Like, that whole strip, man, it's just... I was just saying how, like, it's just empty, man. It's empty. You just... Even though there's massive population, big houses everywhere, but it just feels empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't got a buzz. Hasn't got, like, a... It's just...
Yeah.
It's not just Bronx,
It's not
man.
lived in.
Lived in?
Yeah.
They haven't lived in yet?
No, but you know when a suburb feels like alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Furniture Alley.
Didn't a guy get... Was it Laylaw Woolies or Reza Woolies? One of the two. He got shot. He had an argument with someone outside in the car park.
Was
He
that
got
recently?
shot. Like a year or two ago, a couple of years.
I think someone was stabbed recently.
Oh, that's standard.
Standards.
Just standard stabbing there. He's just
Yeah.
under the rug, dude. Don't even worry about it. No, I'm pretty sure someone got shot outside like a Woolies or something. Because I drove past and someone... I'm almost 100% sure.
Why can't everyone just be nice?
What do you mean?
Just be nice.
Who's
Just
nice?
just be friendly.
It's not about being nice, man. It's not about being nice or friendly. It's just about being... what's the word I'm looking for? Fair.
Yeah.
It's about being fair, because you know what? You don't have to get along with everyone you fucking know. I don't. People think I'm a cunt. Like, yeah, okay. But I
Don't
am...
stab them.
Yeah, I am fair, though. As in, you know, like, despite, like, whatever your sexual orientation, despite what your religious beliefs are, despite what your creed, unless you're, like, a Collingwood supporter, like, I don't give a fuck. Seriously, you look at it like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it takes more effort for me to give a fuck than it would.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So I just, yeah.
Oh, fuck. What was it? You know what pissed me off? Tell me if this would irritate you, actually. I was just thinking about it now. Okay, what's the French pastry with the butter that's famous?
The croissant. Croissant.
Yeah, how would you pronounce it?
Croissant.
Alright, we've mentioned it before. Dude, I was at Baker's this morning, just buying, like, bread and a
At the
croissant.
bakery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And this dude next to me ordered 2 croissants.
Croissant.
Croissant.
He said croissant. He looked like a bogan, like a tradie bogan. Yeah.
How do you even...
But he said croissant.
A bogan tradie trying to be like...
Yeah,
French.
and I heard it twice.
struggling.
Because he repeated it twice. Yeah, because he was standing next to me.
I want the croissant!
I was half asleep, and he just said croissant, like, twice. Because, like, the person didn't hear him the first time. And I'm just like, going, what? And then when it came to me, like, oh, what do you want, mate? I'm like, can I just get a wholemeal roll and a croissant? And I felt weird. Just because I said it like that.
Because you pronounced the T at the end. Croissant.
Yeah, I didn't say croissant, but I didn't say croissant either. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I hate French words.
I don't know.
Sometimes I pronounce ballet with the T just to watch my wife cringe.
Ballet.
Ballet.
Yeah. One time she'll murder me because of it one day.
Ballet. do you do it with a big smile on your face just to piss her off?
Yeah.
Ballet.
I love it, mate.
What do you call the pizzas? You know those thin pizzas that come at like $20 a pop?
Pizza?
Pizza. Word ends with T, and they're really thin. Think about it. You've got good old-fashioned, like, normal local pizza, and then you've got this special type of pizza that's always thin crust with, like, pesto, basil, and, like, you know, oregano.
Gourmet pizza?
Are you talking about gourmet?
Gourmet.
Yeah, I know gourmet. I love gourmet.
That fucking irritates you hard, man. It's pretty weird, dude. Have you been to, like... Do you do much shopping at, like, supermarkets outside of your areas? Think about it. Like,
No.
No.
you wouldn't, yeah?
No.
So you're used to, like, the products and shit on the shelving? Like, on
Yes.
Yeah, dude, I noticed it today. I've noticed it. Was it today? Or, like, I don't know when it was, right? I stopped at a Safeway, good couple Ks out of where I live, to buy, like, supplies.
A slightly more upper class Safeway.
Man, you have no idea. Like, I can't remember if I said it to you guys, or maybe, like, so I said it to someone. I think maybe in you guys, and maybe even an earlier podcast, I said how my local Coles sells uludag, like Turkish mineral water. And then if you go to the one in Dandy, you can buy the same Turkish mineral water, but in different flavours. Obviously, because there's a big Turkish community in Dandy. Dude, I went into the aisle looking for halloumi, right?
Halloumi.
I went looking for halloumi because I
love halloumi.
Everyone sells halloumi.
Yeah, man. Dude, this one particular Woolies had 3 types of halloumi, man. It had like some fucking Tassie one, I don't know what it was. One with Arab writing on it, right? And the other one was just like home brand halloumi. And the home brand halloumi was like $2.50 cheaper, $3 cheaper than the one with the Arabic writing.
Yeah.
Which one do you reckon I bought?
Home brand. No?
You should have bought the one with the Arabic writing.
That's the one I bought, man. Like, I don't trust this home brand. Made in like Gippsland?
So the one you probably bought was Pitters.
I don't know. Could have been.
Delicious.
I'll have a look at home for the wrap, and I'll verify that when I.
My Woolies has a sushi shop and a cafe, a coffee machine.
In your Woolies?
Inside the Woolies, yeah.
Are you out of your mind?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
What?
Sorry, Mr. Turat.
In our areas, man, they don't even have
We have to pay for our parking.
You know those free samples of sausage? They don't even have that anymore, man. It's like, move it. Get out.
Yeah.
That's it. That threw me off big time, man, because, like, you get a Clayton or Oakley or, you know, even Wavos, like my area, Noble, that halloumi shelf, man, is fucking jam-packed with, like, just shit, like different brands, like Cyprus and then like 2 from Cyprus, 1 from the Middle East, and then 2 from Australia. Like, what the fuck? Like, literally, like, wow. Now I've thought about product, like, exposure. Like, think about the families that like, dude, go to your Woolies, man, and tell me how many forms of halloumi there are, like, on the shelf.
Oh, there's a handful.
Like,
not more than a handful.
I was stunned. Three types. Like, imagine all the families that grow up with just no knowledge of anything else outside of whatever's in their Woolies, like at their. Do you know what I mean?
No shit.
Yeah.
That's a spin out.
Yeah.
Like, it's like what people see as fancy, you know, like mortadella ham. Like, dude, that's no big deal, man.
What was that, Dim?
Mortadella ham. It's just Virginia leg ham. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ham.
Shaped honey ham.
Spam.
Honey leg.
Spam. Spam is the worst, man.
Okay, I gotta say, what the fuck is the deal with spam? I've never eaten a piece of spam in my life.
It's all right. You got to toast it.
It's in a can.
It's not just.
It's a big block of shit in a can.
Do you remember the ads when we were kids?
get the tube.
Yeah.
Spam.
Wait. What was it?
What, the advertising pitch?
It was something. Yeah, the
Hang
advertising
on, I'll see if I can
pitch.
find it.
It was like something like.
Hang on, man. No, it's got to be.
It's not ham. It's spam. It's in a can or some shit.
Yeah, when it came out, it was massive, man. Like the ads were just non-stop through the episodes of The Simpsons.
What is spam?
Spam is
What the fuck is it?
Specially processed meat. I think they had it for the Vietnam War for American soldiers. I think that's when it came
Hang
out.
on. Hey, I was so on the ball, man. At Australian spam commercial, 1990, when
Tell
The
me.
Simpsons first kicked in. Yeah.
Tell me what it is.
Here we go. No, here we go.
You don't say ham, you say spam. Spam is real spice. Ham, you don't say ham.
That's just what I was singing.
You don't say ham, you say spam. Spam is real spice. Ham, you don't say ham, you say spam.
When you want to serve delicious meals for your family, you don't say ham, you say spam.
Oh, fuck off,
You say
mate.
ham, you say spam. Spam is real spice. Ham, you don't say ham, you say spam. Spam is real spice. Ham, you don't say.
That's a really disturbing commercial.
That's a fucked up.
And what the
ad,
fuck
man.
is spam?
That is a.
Spiced ham. Didn't you listen to the ad?
You don't say Sam. You don't say
Spam.
ham. You say spam. What is spam?
You listen to the ad. Like, listen to the shill. The shill.
The shill over
Listen,
here.
Johnny.
It was his forefathers that brought spam into this country,
Yeah.
man. Hang on. I brought up spam and it brought up Silverside Heights. Alright, so I've got to actually find it. Hang on.
Spam to me is the most hideous thing ever.
Hang on. Spam.
I'm going to bring
Spam
some in
food.
next time.
Spam is a bunch of
Okay.
snouts and hoofs.
Or actually,
And
you're not
penises.
far, man. Spam is a brand of canned pre-cooked meat. Introduced in 1937, gained popularity during its use in World War II. Sold in 41
Contains-
countries. In 2007, the 7 billionth can of Spam was sold. Oh my god. Its main ingredient is pork shoulder or ham. Yeah. According to its label, Spam's base ingredients are pork shoulder meat with ham meat added, salt water, modified potato starch as a binder, sugar and sodium nitrate as a preservative, natural gelatins.
Let's not lie. It's pork cock and pork snout. That's what it is.
Spam was often misused to describe any canned meat product containing pork, such as pork luncheon meat. Blah, blah, blah.
I have to say that there has been no Spam product that has entered my lips.
Yeah, I don't remember.
No pork dick in there, Johnny.
Have either of you guys bought a can of Spam and eaten it?
Yes.
Bought a can of Spam?
Not out of the can.
No.
On sandwiches and stuff.
No, I have not.
Arthur?
I'm going to bring it in next time.
Have you bought a can of Spam?
I don't think I bought a can. It came in like a tube. Like a plastic tube.
A plastic tube?
Okay, Arthur, you are no longer my friend.
Yeah, dude.
You are despicable.
I'm going to say, like...
I'm going to bring it in next time and make you eat it.
I have never eaten Spam. Just on the fact that what the fuck is that shit?
I'm looking it up, man, and it's just...
It's snouts and penises. Let's be honest.
Pork. Yeah, it's just pork. It's 100 different flavours, though, man. Like, and there's different forms as well. Jalapeno Spam, Spam hickory smoked, Spam bacon, Spam teriyaki, chorizo.
Spam.
Yeah, all types of shit. But look, the truth is with Greeks, man, like you generally stated, like you got your meat from a deli, man, like it was hanging on the shelf, or you killed it in your backyard.
So in other words, Greeks wouldn't buy Spam in a can.
Generally, no, you wouldn't.
Good.
It's very, very...
Because neither would I.
A bit of Spam and tomato sauce, Johnny. That's how you do it.
Arthur,
Not the good tomato sauce.
Arthur,
Specially processed.
White bread.
White bread.
Arthur, you bought Spam before. Don't talk to me ever again. Seriously.
When did you buy Spam? Like recently?
Oh, no. I don't know, when I was in high school or whatever.
Alright, you didn't know any better. Do you want to buy some?
It's just one of those things. It's
I'm serious. I'm going to bring some in with some white bread and tomato sauce so we can have a taste test.
I won't eat it.
But you know what? That's the thing, man. Like, people say, you said that you fry it up.
To me, it looks like cat food, dude.
You fry it up, right?
Yeah, it's better cooked like you would cook a steak.
Yeah, you fry it up. But see,
toasted
with us, the only thing we used to fry up was like Polish sausage, man. You buy the Polish sausage. Seriously?
Pauline Hanson's boyfriend's penis.
Yeah. You slice it up and you fry that, man.
Polish sausage, okay.
Yeah, I'm serious. Spam, it's just processed meat. Like, in a can. It's like chicken in a can. You ever bought chicken in a can?
I haven't bought that yet.
I couldn't.
I haven't tried it yet.
I couldn't.
Chicken
I
in a
feel
can.
sick just thinking about it.
Growing up, I never ate any pork products.
Yeah, I know.
Any pig products.
We're very, very well aware.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, but chicken in a can, man.
Pork, man. Like pigs. I don't know.
Chicken in a can. Could you eat chicken in a can?
I haven't yet, and I probably won't.
It looks fucking strange. I don't know why
It's the same as Spam and chicken in a can. It's just like a wad of like
Do you eat tuna in a can?
congealed fatty meat, which is
Do
just...
you eat tuna in a can?
I love tuna.
I was going to say, it's socially acceptable to eat tuna in a can, but people get funny with chicken in a can.
Oh, it's because it's just new.
Do you reckon?
Do you guys know that a lot of that food is irradiated?
What do you mean?
So you know how they put preservatives in food to kill off the bacteria?
Uh-huh.
So they decided to put...
Mason.
They put food in... they put radioactive chemicals in there with a really short half-life. So by the time you get it, it's not radioactive anymore. But
So
that's
why
how
is it
they
there?
kill all the bacteria in the foil. So they stick all the food in, some little irradiated chemicals, and seal it up. The radiation kills all the bacteria, and then radiation disappears by the time you eat it. Yeah.
I'm just picturing you guys in hazmat suits, man, preparing the chicken.
That's exactly what I was picturing as
That's
well.
so fucked up.
Just like gas masks and white big
Yeah.
suits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So food irradiation is a technology that improves the safety and extends the shelf life of food by reducing or eliminating microorganisms and insects.
Holy shit.
So they literally radiate it,
Yeah.
which kills bacteria.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, man.
Well, I mean, is it better or worse than preservatives?
On a par. Just buy fresh shit. Just buy fresh
Salt.
food.
Lots
Yeah.
of salt.
Lots of salt.
Lots of salt.
I don't know, man. We're recording now.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we've run out of time.
3 hours and 23 minutes.
So
This conversation literally feels like an hour, Mac.
That's fucked.
3
I'm only
hours.
noticing it because I glanced
What the
over.
fuck did we talk
and
about?
they've got 4. Have you actually drank 4 beers?
I've drank like 5 beers.
What the fuck?
I'm wasted. Dude, I'm wasted. I have to say, I am absolutely blotto right now. Like, I'm wasted.
Hang on, did you drink all of them while we were sitting here?
Yeah.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not joking. I'm
I'm just
fucking
looking because I got my
smashed.
Maximus and I got about a quarter, a fifth left, like something like
Alright,
that.
for some reason, I've just been down in the beers today, and I've had 5 beers since I've been here, and I'm smashed. I'm absolutely smashed.
It's alright, man. Relax. We'll watch the Wraith before we leave. No, that's fucked up. I think we'll wrap it, man. But
Yeah.
you need to
3
shit
hours
up.
and 20 minutes.
So
Yeah.
so tune in
What are we
next
talking about?
next week to find out how the Chinese government owns large chunks of our electricity grid.
Fuck you, China.
Chinese.
Like large state-run government organizations.
Do you know?
Hey, China,
Very
get
large
out of our
chunks.
country.
Do you know why that is, man? Do you know why that's like poetic justice?
Money.
No. Because one of the Greek,
It's a rich man's world.
a Greek racist joke. Like it's a Greek racist joke, and it's just in Greek it's you call Asians brizes, which means PowerPoints. Because the way their eyes are aligned. Fucking racist as fuck. Like, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
But that's the poetic justice, man. Now the country owns our fucking our electric grids.
Yeah.
That's what you get, cunts, for being racist cunts.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Nice, nice.
It's just nice. I've got to say, what's it called? What do I want to say? Thank you. Yeah, we clicked over 100 and we're on 100. So we clicked over 100 likes.
We
finally on
have
the
about
Facebook page.
104 followers on Facebook.
You're flying.
I'm fucked. I'm completely fucking wasted. And I just want to say to all our followers, I love you all. And just continue to keep listening. And
Yeah, just keep liking, subscribing, sharing. Like,
We're gonna take over
we
this
really,
shit.
really appreciate it. And
And if you want something to vent about, send it our way.
Yeah,
and we'll have a look into it.
Yeah, people have started like contacting us, hitting us up, man.
email Johnny Boy. Email me. Seriously. Tell me what you want me to talk about.
You're fucked.
And I'll get wasted and I'll talk about it.
You are.
I love you all. I love you all. I seriously love you all.
I'm cutting this shit.
I love you all. Don't cut it, Dimmy, get your finger off that space bar. I love you all. I'm fucking smashed right now, but I love you all. Keep listening.
I gotta say,
we're going
hang
to
on a
continue to
second.
bring mad shit.
You got it's nearly 5:30. All right, You've had 4 beers. You said you had one before you got here. Mm-hmm. Okay, and we started. It was probably about 2ish.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, about 2. So
Yeah.
3.5 hours, 4 beers.
5 beers.
5. It's 1 beer. It's 2 beers in the first hour, then 1 beer every hour after that.
Yep.
So it's been 3.5 hours, and you have 4 beers. You are just on
It's
par.
standard drinks as well.
Yeah, they're not standard drinks. They're VB, so they're 1 point. Hang on. You've already peeled the fucking beers off. 1.4.
A little bit over.
In other words, Johnny Boy is smashed, and
That's
I
7
love.
beers, dude.
I love.
You've had 7 beers in
7 standard drinks.
Yeah, 7 standard drinks in about
3
4 hours.
And I'm feeling great, and I love all my listeners.
So
And just-
hang on, 2 in the first, and then 3 hours, 3 after that. So that's 5. You're 2 drinks over right now, man. You need to sleep it off.
And I'm about to drive home.
Get on the couch, hit the crackers, just rip into those crackers, man, that have been sitting there since before Nick left. Hey, get on to them, man.
Sober you up.
I'm still. Dimmy and Arthur, I'm still tripping out how 3 hours just went by.
3 hours and 30 minutes, man.
How the fuck? It feels like I've been sitting here for half an hour.
Because you're fucking blind.
Yeah, I'm blind
been-
drunk.
it's been
And
30
I love
minutes, you
everybody.
found out that-
I love all my listeners. I love Dimmy. I love Arthur.
And we're done.
Took leverage out.
Wow.